thank our sponsors, anchor sponsors, Lakeview Booster Club, Cottonwood Co-op and Oil Company, North Star Mutual Insurance Company, Culver Towing, First Independent Bank, Extreme Panel Technologies, Prairie Grain Partners, and founding sponsors, IV, Infinity Egg, Jesuits Electric, City of Cottonwood, Hanley Falls Fire Department, DJ's Planner Sales and Service, Cottonwood Body Shop, Marshall Machine Shop, Fortune Sporting Goods, Farmwood Cooperative, and Egg Quest. And premier sponsors, Insurance Service Agency, Lakeside Companion Animal Clinic, Woodlake Lumber, and Viking Coca-Cola. Thank you for your continued support of Lakeview Athletics.
Somebody call 911. Shawty fire burning. Somebody call 911. Shawty fire burning on the dance floor. What's up, Quan? Kingston.
Parents, if you can make your way over to the north end zone, we'll begin Parents' Night in 7 minutes. Thank you. football fans, and welcome to Parents' Night 2025. We're going to start off with our seniors and work our way on down. And then at the end of the event, Mrs. Berg would like to take a picture with all of the seniors. We're going to start off with Josh Potts, parents Robert and Blanca Potts. Braylon Breifogel, parents Wade and Kristen
Fogel. Wade Hansen, parents Don Hansen and Angela Hansen. Garrett Schaefer, parents Josh and Bethany Schaefer. Caden Pringle, parents Heather Pringle and John Paul and Amanda Pringle. Landon Teskey, parents Cal and Tiffany Teskey. Dustin Schlenner, parents Tim and Carla Schlenner. Landon Listel, parents Kelvin and Krista Listel. Jordan and Jamison Olson, parents Alan and Melanie Olson. Jackson Staub, parents Tyler and Tara Staub. Cody Helmke, parents Chris and Shannon Helmke. Jaden Montgomery, parent Lynn Montgomery. Anna Mathis, parents Hector and Heidi Mathis. Logan Herrick, parents Corey and Amy Herrick. Blake Peltier, parents Colin and Sarah Peltier. Jake Robinson, parents Ashley Robinson and Michael Heaton. Giselle and Ever Hunsalong, parents Edward and Shakina Hunsalong. Chance Kosel, parents Jarek and Christina Kosel. Tucker Anderson, parents Josh and Sarah Anderson. Tegan Newman, parents Dave and Stephanie Newman. Connor Mosing, parents Corey and Michelle Mosing. Jared Bott, parents Jeff Bott and Amanda Drown. Brian Seago, parents Amanda and Quinn Zetzwig, and Jared and Danielle Seago. Sorry. Jackson Harkey, parents Jason and Karen Harkey. Tayden Smith, parents Crystal and John Gregoire and Terry Smith. Soren Luwaji, parents Darren and Heidi Luwaji. JC Alford, parent Corey Alford. Addie Luwaji, parents Scott and Janelle Luwaji. Julia Luwaji, parents Kurt and Christy Luwaji. Jayla Post, parents Wiley and Krista Post. Carter Nilgis, parents John and Jessica Nilgis. Ashton Heidebrink, parents Corey Heidebrink and Amanda Heidebrink. Gage Dimmick, parent Mackenzie Breck. Raiden Coyle, parents Elsie Coyle and Tanner Anderson. Bo Lalaman, parents Shane and Megan Lalaman. Elijah Hutchins, parents John and Carol Hutchins. Mason Sendy, parent Elizabeth Sendy. Cooper Caspers, parents Tyler Caspers and Ashley Gore. Chase Bryant, parent Cassie Bryant. Austin Martin, parents Adam and Jamie Martin. Adrian Best, parents Jason and Wendy Best. Kayla Clemens, parent Holly Olson. Gemma Gustafson, parents JP and Amanda Pringle, and Tom Gustafson. Gage Kelleher, parents Chris and Sarah Kelleher. Asen Isaacs, parents Adam and Krista Isaacs. Jalen Bowney, parents Jack and Kim Bowney. Alexis Ingalls, parents Tom Osted and Mandy Ingalls. Eleanor Linney, parents Jared and Natasha Berg and Sam and Jenna Kepner. Autumn Newman, parent Kayla Forseth. Leslie Begsness Rice, parents DJ and Brianna Rice and Megan Begness. Zaylee Person, parent Dwayne Person. And Ania Tern, parents Raimundo and Rebecca Tern. While Mrs. Berg is finishing off the pictures, we like to take this time to thank our parents for all their support over their years. A lot of time sitting in the bleachers, driving kids to and from practice. Let's give our parents a big round of applause.
First independent bank, big enough to know business, small enough to know you.
At Prairie Grain Partners, we're more than a business. We're your partner in production. Backed by a commitment to service, accountability, and quality, we're here to help you grow. From all your grain handling needs to grain marketing and on-farm pickup, Prairie Grain Partners delivers with unmatched efficiency. And at our full-service agronomy center, you'll find everything you need: chemicals, seed, fertilizer, soil sampling, and precision VRT mapping. Supported by a CCA-certified agronomist ready to serve. Prairie Grain Partners, your partner in production today and tomorrow.
Did you know the Lakeview Booster Club supports the communities of Cottonwood and Wood Lake in addition to supporting the Lakeview School District? The mission of the Booster Club is to be a supporting organization for all Lakeview extracurricular, co-curricular, and Lakeview-affiliated enrichment programs. The Lakeview Booster Club is proud to be the main supporter of all Lakeview athletic, fine arts, and school activity live streams. Please consider supporting the Lakeview Booster Club by scanning our QR code on the screen or visiting lakeviewboosterclub.com.
The Schaefer's 5 generations of towing began in 1920 in Renville, a small town in western Minnesota. It all started with one tow truck and a phone number that was only 3 digits long. Today, the Schaefers provide towing and roadside services across the nation and have over 100 pieces of equipment. Everyone asks me where the Pulver name comes from. My great-grandpa purchased Pulver Towing in the 1980s and chose to keep the name. The Schaefers and Pulver Towing have provided services for over 100 years, and we will continue to be there when you need them most. Pulver Towing. Big or small, we tow them all.
Founded in 1921 as the world's first oil cooperative, our story began with a small gas station. Built on the idea of neighbors serving neighbors, we've grown into a full-service company, offering agronomy, fuel, propane, HVAC, plumbing, and convenience stores. Generations of employees and patrons keep money local and communities strong. For over a century, we've proudly given back to the people we serve, and we're just getting started.
Steady, reliable, strong. The same things you want from your sports team, you want from your insurance company. Well, we're here to tell you that we've got your back to protect what matters most. So support your mutual with pride, and we'll serve you with honor. North Star Mutual Insurance Company, a personable company, keeping you on course. Proud supporter of Lakeview Athletics.
Be the last, but it probably won't. I got nothing left to lose or use or do. My bad habits lead to.
Good evening, Laker fans. Welcome to Cottonwood, Minnesota, the Laker Athletic Complex. Parents' Night, Senior Night. Lakeview Lakers sitting at 4-2, hosting the Dawson-Boyd Blackjacks, who come in at 5-1. Big game coming in here for playoff seeding, heading into the last couple weeks of the season. I'm Jared Gaveney, joined tonight by Tyler Thompson. Tyler, how we doing here?
I am doing great. Yeah, 4-2 for the Lakers, 5-1 for the Blackjacks. Both of them are coming off 2-game win streaks, looking for 3. Weather tonight is cooperating very nicely. 62 degrees and dropping. Wind 6 miles per hour out of the north-northwest, although the flagpole seems quite, it's not moving at all.
Not a whole lot of activity over there.
Not a whole lot, so that's good. But anyways, yeah, Lakers' last 2 wins, 52-14 versus YME and 22-7 at Canby. Dawson also coming off that 2-game win streak as well, 53-13 versus Canby and 43-0 versus McRae. So couple keys, I think, to the game. Dawson is a run-first offense. Even their quarterback, Gunnar Liebel, has a good arm, but they run the ball. Carson Stratmone, he's a receiver. Cameron Sather. So that's who the Lakers need to stop. The key for the Lakers is make them throw the ball around, and then offensively lean on Sonic and Knuckles, Garrett and Chance. This is going to be a gritty game. This is 2 good teams. And playing for playoff seeding, it's all coming down, getting close to the end of the season here. So, yeah, gritty game, and I think the winner tonight will have the least amount of mistakes and the costly penalties.
Absolutely. Talking to Coach Corey Larson as well, he said, they've been running the ball well because they've been blocking very effectively up front. Obviously, to run the ball, you need blocking. And he said this is one of his better blocking teams he's had over the years. And he's, Dawson-Boyd always has a lot of athletes over there, some big, strong guys. So, the trenches is where, the Lakers are going to have to win. And, we're a run team too. Sonic and Knuckles got to get going early, and our boys got to be willing to do the job. And it's going to be a grinded-out game, I have a feeling.
I think so too. And, with Sonic Knuckles, hopefully, that will, if we establish that run right away, it's got to be smash mouth football. That's what Dawson-Boyd's going to understand. They're going to have to react to it. We need to be in the position that we're making them change their game plan. Got to come out there ready to play and establish it, run early and often, and on our blocking side too. So here we see the Lakers come out, and they're going to break right through that banner. And I'm going to try to keep stats again. I know it's a scary prospect, me doing math, but I'm going to try to do it. It worked out well for me last week. Last home game. I was challenged by Garrett to try to add up hundreds of yards or 70-yard chunks at a time, so I hope to do that again.
A lot of big numbers here.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to go turn it back over to Phil Wallum here with the national anthem, and we'll be back ready for the kickoff in a few minutes.
Complex, the home of the Lakers. Tonight's Mid-South District football game features the Dawson-Boyd Blackjacks and your Lakeview Lakers. Fans, please direct your attention to the video board for an announcement from Lakeview football players.
Student athletes who commit to fair play, responsibility, and respect. Please let the coaches coach, the officials officiate, and let us play the game. We invite you to support our effort to make sportsmanship the #1 priority. Thank you, enjoy the game, and go Lakers!
Fans at this time, we ask you to please stand to fable. Remember, it hasn't faced the flag. As we honor the United States of America with the playing of our national anthem. And now let's meet tonight's starting lineups, beginning with the defensive unit for the Dawson-Boyd Blackjacks. Senior defensive back number 3, Nathan Hansen. Senior defensive back number 6, Elijah Olson. Senior defensive end number 7, Holland Shocker.
Test.
Senior defensive end number 11, Colton Bothan. Junior linebacker number 12, Jackson Hasted. Senior defensive back number 14, Evan Mork. Junior linebacker number 15, Aiden Dahl. Senior linebacker number 22, Cameron Sather. Junior defensive lineman number 52, Kyan Mosing. Junior linebacker number 53, Ace Larson. And junior defensive lineman number 73, Kingston Johnson Crosby. The Blackjacks are coached by Corey Larson. Assistant coaches Preston Schwagel, Kevin Brent, Kiefer Stratmone, Hank Ireland, Justin Wager, Terry White, and Jordan Wager. And now let's meet your 2025 seniors and their offensive positions. Senior wide receiver number 1, Josh Potts. Senior wide receiver number 3, Braylon Breifogel. Senior running back number 32, Wade Hansen. Senior running back number 34, Garrett Schaefer. Senior tight end number 44, Caden Pringle. Senior offensive lineman number 53, Landon Teskey. Senior offensive lineman number 57, Dustin Schlenner. Senior offensive lineman number 60, Landon Listel. Senior offensive lineman number 61, Jordan Olson. Senior offensive lineman number 62, Jackson Staub. Senior offensive lineman number 65, Cody Helmke. And senior tight end number 81, Jaden Montgomery. Your Lakers are coached by Scott Hansen. He's assisted by Eric Lundberg, Tom Yanka, David Lowe, Russell Murphy, Colton Andrea, Dave Nelson, and Isaac Lowe. The officials for tonight's game: referee Josh Unker, umpire Matt Shoemate, down judge Mike Lockram, line judge Jason Seitz, and back judge Tim Prawl. Blackjacks and Lakers, let's play football.
Well, we're getting ready to get going here on the senior night, parents' night here. We just saw the introductions from both teams, the Dawson-Boyd defense and the Lakeview seniors and their position, getting one final introduction on their home field.
Yeah. Yep, we see some pink cleats, socks out there. It is Tackle Cancer Awareness Night, so that's a great cause as we see Lakeview and Dawson's captains come up to midfield. We'll see who is going to get the ball to start the game.
They should have a microphone out there like they normally do.
I know, that'd be kind of fun. I'm sure we could get Lom to do that. I bet he would.
Well, they got one out there. I'm just, whether or not he turns it on during this.
Is this the first year we've had mic'd up refs? I feel
pretty sure it is.
I don't think it was
we've
last
had
year.
them.
I love that. I just love it, just to get their personality and just to get it straight from the source. Then we have to guess less too.
Exactly. That's all.
Dawson-Boyd, you're the visitor on the scoreboard. You're going to call the toss tonight.
Sorry. There we go.
This is heads. This is tails. What's your call? Tails is the call. It's heads. Lakeview won the toss. Defer your option the second half. You want the football. What direction would you like to kick? Okay, put your back to that end zone. Lakeview has won the toss and deferred their option the second half. Dawson-Boyd will receive on the south end of the field. Let's play football.
That is crisp.
So obviously Mr. Wallum is on top of it.
You know what?
Should we be surprised that Mr. Wallum had that?
Not at all. That was very well done. It took me by surprise. I just who are we hearing right now? But that was cool, and that's exactly what we're talking about. Wallum, he's outdone himself again. Compliments to the whole technical crew here too, with everything they do. Refs read midfield, and Lakers chose to defer. If you did not catch that, they will be kicking towards the south end zone. So,
whatever Mr. Wallum is getting paid, it's not enough.
It's not enough. No, gotta do it. I don't know. There's got to be some sort of pool we can make to pay him more for what he does.
I'm sure there'd be a lot of people willing to chip in.
And that was awesome, just because we had no idea it was coming. So, oh man.
Yeah, we got a trio of blackjacks deep ready to receive.
It's kind of interesting. There could be some skullduggery at foot here. Maybe. I can't really tell the numbers out there.
Can't really get it on the camera, but we'll get it as soon as we get the kick.
Yeah, Landon Teskey out there looks like to boot the ball here for the Lakers, and we are playing football now. Nice boot. Looks like I can't tell the number, but he's going to take the ball down. 25, 30, number 11, and he's breaking through the 40. Got to get tackled. And he comes down at the 46-yard line of the Blackjack. So
Colton Botham with a nice return out to the Blackjack 46, and Dawson-Boyd will have outstanding field position to start the game here.
All right, what do we think they're going to? I said they're run first, but you know what? I'm going to make first play of the game. First offensive play of the game. I'm going to make the call. It's going to be a pass. They're going to
go with that. I'm thinking they're going to go stick with your bread and butter.
Yeah.
You want to set that tone early.
I just feel like there's something sneaky afoot here. We'll see.
Could be. You got a 50-50 shot.
I do. Out. I thought it was a pass, but it was a quarterback keeper and an excellent coverage job there by Lakeview. A couple-yard gain there.
It's like Cody Helmke or Jackson Staub in there. A host of Lakers bringing them down for. Up here right away as it's developing, it looks like, oh boy, it's going to open up and it's shut down.
Yeah, that was awesome coverage there by, but that's something that the Lakers have to be cognizant of. Liebel does, design quarterback keepers too, as well as their good running back there, Cameron Sather. So we'll see what they cook up here. I'm 0 for 1, but I'm happy that was a couple-yard gain. We'll see what Dawson-Boyd cooks up here under center. Liebel is, and run up the middle. Looks like another good tackle there by a host of Lakers.
Yep.
Ooh, I got tackles. I got to keep my tackles going. I missed the first one, so sorry whoever got that.
Keep a track of stats. He's already behind.
It doesn't. See, that was Jackson Staub though. We'll give that to him. Staub. It's like squirrel kind of thing. That's unfortunately how I go, but. Well, I'll do my best. Again, these are unofficial, but I was pretty proud of myself. I was only 10 yards off on Garrett Schaefer last home game. 261 versus 271, so excellent job there.
They get the benefit of watching the game and actually taking the stats.
Right, yeah. I have to talk. Right, and, multitasking.
Trips to the left here.
Yeah.
We out of the shotgun once again.
This is going to be a pass. Oh, no, another keeper. Got to get
shut down.
Got to get to him. Contain. Come on.
You got to make those tackles. In this type of game, you cannot miss those tackles. And, Liebel is a big, strong kid. He knows where the weight room is, and those types of tackles where we're reaching for shoulder pads
Yep.
is not going to work. You've got to get to the midsection. You got to get on the legs, bring him down. Otherwise, he's going to break those tackles, and that's exactly what happened right there. So we got to be. Hopefully, that's not a trend that we're going to see tonight. We're going to be more disciplined on our tackling.
We had him there too. It's just tough, it'd be nice to start him 3 and out, but just a well-powered run there, churning the legs. But yeah, you got to do form tackling. He broke contain out to the right there, so we'll see what they come up with here.
Twins right, single receiver left.
Yeah, number 3 in motion. And it's going to be a pass to number 3.
Screen.
Yeah, and he gets out to the left. He's going 30, 25, 20, and he's pushed out of bounds right around close to the 15-yard line. So that was kind of got caught sleeping there. He just walked up to the left, and we did not push him back into the middle of the field. So we'll get instant replay here and kind of break that down further.
Yeah, it looks like we let him get to the outside. We took an inside angle.
Quick pass, and
we took that inside angle, which is exactly where they want to, and now he's just got to run to the sidelines, and the angle's not there. Big gain. So, really kind of an undisciplined start for the Lakers on the defensive end of the ball.
Yeah, it's just so tough. You had him, third and medium or whatever, and you basically had him stop, and now that's a big passing play, which they are capable of doing.
Yeah, and they're going to do that to keep you honest. Lebo can throw the ball.
Yeah. Toss out to the right. Got to turn it back in. Exactly. That's what you need to do.
Good. Talking with some coaches here, Eric Lundberg, sharing the PE department with him, he said, going to play a little bit wider, try to turn them back in, and get inside the tackles. And you saw just that,
Perfect.
A couple weeks ago against Minnesota, we were not allowing, or we were not able to get upfield. And once they got outside, it was basically a foot race to the end zone. And so hopefully they looks like they've addressed it a little bit here. And
Logan Herrick on that tackle too. Excellent tackle to stop him. 2nd and 10. We'll see what Dawson-Boyd cooks up. Lakeview defense looks hungry though. They want to get the ball back to the offense. Let's see what they got going. He drops back to pass, throws off to his right. Passes caught, but immediately tackled for a small gain. 4 yards, I'd say?
Yeah, minimal. And we're in 4-down territory. That's Connor Mosing coming up there to, But once again, there we did go a little bit high. We went up for the shoulder pads, and where you've got to get your. Connor did push him back, but he almost slipped out.
I know.
We can't. And that's going to happen, especially as the game goes on. You're starting to get tired. Your grip's going to slip off there. But if you hit him on the legs and you don't wrap up, still a good chance you can bring him down. Right. So hopefully get a little more discipline on the defensive end here.
Yep. 3rd and 6 here. Shotgun again here. Going back to the right. And here we go.
Twins right and left.
We're going to see another quarterback keeper. He kind of breaks up the middle there and looks like, we need to get lower on the tackle there and run balls all the way down to the 2-yard line, looks like. So another 3rd down conversion there by the Blackjacks. I smell a goal line stand here, maybe. I don't know. It could also be. We're gonna get a replay on that one here. See how that.
Yeah, he just kind of took a little hesitation.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Act like he's gonna get the D-backs to drop back.
Yep.
And then just right off that tackle, good little kick out block, and Jackson Arkey got pushed out there. He's gonna have to do a better job filling that hole there. So it looks like they're just gonna go power here and stop us if you can.
Yep. Credit where credit due. That was good blocking by Black Jackson. Right up the gut, we got number 22, Cameron Sather, it looks like
he's gonna be short.
He's gonna be short.
Got 2nd down call over there.
All right. That's 2nd.
I'm willing to bet we're gonna see about 3 more plays.
Yeah,
like that. Don't get cute right now. It's just like, hey, you got him on the 1-yard line. Mm-hmm. Now's where you say it's mano-a-mano, and we're going to go right at you.
Yeah. Stick to your assignment. I mean, I think you're right. They're going to just try to push this in here. Yeah. I don't think they'd get cute at the 1-yard line with any kind of quick pass. But
maybe on 4th and goal where they got to try to catch you sleeping, but I think right now it's just going to be right up the gut.
This looks like tush
push
type of stuff here, maybe. Yeah, except for he didn't push the tush. Boy, I think they might have stopped him on that. Yeah,
there's no signal, so we got 3rd down.
Woof.
So good to see our boys are coming up here, firing off the ball a little bit.
That was a ferocious defensive front, and great effort there by Lakeview defense. Keep them short. Now we're like 1st and 8 inches. Sorry, 3rd and 8
3rd
inches.
And looks like about 1 here. So judging by where the far side official's standing on the
right. It is very close.
1, so looks like this looks like tush push formation.
Yes, I thought that was gonna be the last one, but we'll see what happens here. And
falls loose. Get on that. All right, big play.
Huge for Dawson to recover that. I mean, and Lakeview defense. That looks like it was just a bad snapper.
Yeah, it looks like he just maybe pulled the hands out a little bit early, trying to get that jump on it. And, common mistake with, especially in the high school ranks where the kids maybe get a little bit excited. But now that's, 4th and 3 is a heck of a lot different than 4th and 1. So, big play. Now you got to, like we talked about, this is a situation where Dawson might get cute, try a little QB boot, try to spread you out, maybe do a little QB draw. But, they're going to talk about it.
Yeah. Timeout. Dawson-Boyd, their first charge timeout of the first half.
They're taking a timeout, so we will do as well. So we'll get a word from our sponsors here, and we'll be right back with you.
Farmers typically only get one chance to plant their crop that they rely on for the year. At DJ's Planter Sales and Service LLC, we provide agricultural technologies and a top-notch service-first mentality, creating a more efficient and effective pass across the field. DJ's Planter Sales and Service is located 2 miles east of Cottonwood. Call Dale at 507-829-1220 or email us at djsplantersales@gmail.com.
Tonight go crazy. All you gotta do is just meet me at the
4th and 3 here. Dawson-Boyd taking an early timeout. I think it's they're saying these types of games, it could be a one-possession game. Yeah. Each one matters. You get down this far, you got to come away with some points. Right. And you're not taking a timeout if you're going to kick a field goal.
Right.
So.
Yeah. I mean, that's tough.
Here's where the discipline on the defensive end has got to be. You got to make the tackles. You got to stay disciplined. Do your reads. Ready to make the play. It's a tough situation because a lot of time you are reacting, but. Here's Liebel. I don't think we're going to see a QB draw.
Yep, I'm pretty sure. This looks awfully familiar with number 3 in motion here, too. But he keeps off to the left, and he's got him.
He's got him.
Holy cow. Like a goal line. I said goal line stand. I called that.
Big play. Woo! Big play. Big defensive stand.
Man. Yeah, I thought for sure Liebel was going to run out to the left here farther, but he just cut up, and I don't even know who. A host of Lakers got him on that.
Yeah, and that's, the defensive end. We talked about that. They're talking about getting up the field deeper and forcing them inside, and they did a great job on that. Brought them right back in. We had the stack monsters ready to come in and bring them down for a no gain. And it's going to be 1st and 10 Lakeview.
That is a huge turn. That fumble there, all that, very important, but extremely awesome to see Lakeview defense hold their own on the goal line. And we're going to see a run with Mr. Schaefer for a couple yards there, maybe. Get a little bit farther away from our own end zone. Rumbles forward. I would suspect we see a heavy dose of that down here. I don't know if there's any good reason to drop back and pass here.
Yeah, we're going to see a lot of, it's going to be coming down to who can control the line of scrimmage. So now Lakeview wants to flip the field here, get some field position here. Even if you end up punting, you don't want to punt from your end zone. Right. You like to maybe push them back on the other side of the 50 at least. Yeah. So, keeping the ball in our possession for a while is going to be very important here.
Yep. 2nd and 8. Braylon in motion. And
great run right up the middle by Chance Kozel.
Yeah.
Getting out past the 10-yard line.
Perfect.
Short and very manageable here. Exactly. Or 3rd and very manageable, excuse me.
6-yard gain there for Kozel, and I'm rating that down too.
Big 3rd down possession here.
Right, yeah.
They've gotten a little bit of breathing room, so they've gotten some good yards right off the bat. So I wouldn't expect anything different. I'd keep the ball on the ground. You're moving them back on defense. You got a little momentum.
Yeah.
Keep pushing forward.
I just noticed Dawson took up a huge amount of time on that first drive. That was a lot of time possession.
Be nice to see Garrett break one.
I would love it.
Dogies to the end zone.
Yeah, let's go. He's in motion. He's getting the ball to the right.
Get upfield.
And
it's going to be close.
It's going to be very close.
Look a little bit short here. Same thing. They know what we like to do, and they like to get a.
Big.
They
gave.
Just like I said, we got the first down on the play. I mean, I don't know if you were listening or what, but
that's exactly you said it. You said it. So we'll give Garrett. Was that 2 + 2 is 4 yards so far?
Jumped the gun. I didn't think he got that many yards, but that's a big first down.
Yeah, the angle here is kind of hard to, Yeah, or it's just I don't know.
Yeah, angles. That's why.
It's definitely that, and other reasons. 1st and 10 here for the Lakeview Lakers. Nice 3rd down conversion there by Garrett. We'll see what they cook up here.
Herrick out of the shotgun for the first time.
Looks like and he's kind of scrambling to pass out to his left to Braylon and for a yard.
A couple-yard gain, but I think that's one of Logan Herrick's strengths. I think getting him moving and looking to hit those short passes. I think he's got a good, accurate arm.
Yep.
He's much more accurate with the short game, and that's going to develop a little bit of confidence for him early. I think that's really important. I think that's a smart play after a couple runs by the Laker offense.
And Braylon is athletic enough that he can definitely break a couple tackles and get a significant yard gain or yard after catch on that. So let's see what they go with here. Braylon, 2 yards and a reception.
1 for 1 for Logan.
Yep. Oh, yeah. God, that's a good one, too. And looks like a fake toss to Garrett. Fooled the camera, fooled me, too. And Chance rumbles up there for maybe a 6-yard-ish gain.
Oh, you're putting back to about the 21-yard line, but they're out of the shadow of their own end zone here.
Looks like we're going to get a little replay here. Fake. Here I am, rumbling up the middle.
Oh, I think that was a bad spot. He looked like he was on top of him, but
I was about to say the same thing.
But he must have saw something. The far side official maybe touched a knee down there, so he had a pretty good angle on it. He must have seen something we didn't. So 3rd and short.
Another 3rd and short, but plenty of them.
Yep, both teams have done a good job of converting 3rd downs early.
Right. 2:26.5 left in the first quarter already. And it's going to be a handoff to Chance.
Going for
Rumble. There you go.
That's going to be a first down.
That's going to be good. Chance is going to have.
Both sides of the ball, we're seeing some missed tackles. The Blackjacks had a shot to get him in the backfield and force a punt, but
that's why he's knuckles. Let's look at this again here. Just kind of rumbles forth. That's almost a little bit on Chance of just breaking that tackle. It's just good, strong running downfield. Yeah, boom, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's good, strong running there. 1st and 10 here for the Lakers.
This might be one of the quicker games we've ever done.
I was going to say this is
under
going
2
quick.
yards.
Looks like, a lot of misdirection there. Looks like Braylon's going to rumble forth for a little bit of a gain.
Yeah, Lakeview does a lot of misdirection, so you're going to test the Dawson-Boyd discipline about staying home, not sticking on their reads, and coming out there making the plays.
Yeah, good for about a yard. 2nd and 9 here.
Dawson-Boyd head coach Corey Larson was also the head coach of the boys basketball team, state champions last winter. They were good.
Yeah. Dawson's always got an athletic team. They always put out good, solid competition. So
they had some good kids. I'm really not sad to see them graduate. I'm glad they're off to college.
Oh, kind of a bad snap there. Logan throws off to his left, hits Braylon.
Just the way you draw it up.
Yeah, of course. Good for about 3 or 4 yards. There, maybe 4 yards on that.
Referencing Brayson Boykin and Drew Yamalon, who moved on and played for SMSU, and head coach Brad Bigler. So, as my alma mater, glad to see we got those two guys playing there.
Yeah.
And out of the Blackjacks now.
Let's see another replay of this here. Just as you draw it up, look at the snap. It's a little bit low.
You fumble it, you bump into each other, you throw it to Braylon. It's just how you draw it up.
It's fine.
I mean, if you don't draw it up like that, are you even trying?
Right, exactly. This may be our longest 3rd down attempt here of the night. 3rd and 5. And, 35 seconds. Garrett Schaefer in motion. Fake to him. Give it a chance, and Chance is not going to get there. That's going to be 4th down, and I would think we're going to see
punt situation. We're a little bit deep in our end zone, I think, to try to fake it or go for it.
But 2 possessions, one by each team, and we are ticking down into the first quarter. That is some long drives there. I think they both averaged about 6 minutes, so.
Yeah, they're both. I think right now you run it down to the quarter and then you kick with the wind.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, the wind that was supposed to be 6 miles an hour. I don't think there's any. I think that's
going to bring us down to the end of the first quarter, and that's got to be a record for us. So we're going to go to commercial. We'll be back with the 2nd quarter right after this. Fourth and 6 for the Lakers. They're going to line up. Looks like we got Bryfogle back to punt.
Yeah,
Yep,
switched over the field, and that is the fastest quarter I've announced in my young announcing career. But yeah,
2 back. Oh boy,
Holy cow.
really
high snap there, and the punt kind of showed it because he had to hurry at the 50-yard line. He's going down to the 38-yard line. But that was almost disastrous there.
Yes, it was. Yeah, and those are the types of things. Braylon saved it by keeping his composure and.
Get out of there.
We got to get our guys down there to cover it a little bit, with that a little extra time.
Yes.
And Braylon had a good hanging punt there, but, it looked like we were a little bit slow in our coverage to get down. And Dawson-Boyd, once again, with excellent field position at the Lakeview, 37. 37.
Yeah, we'll see. It's, after a strong defensive stop like that they just had in their last time defense was out here, and putting them in this position, it's tough, but they did it once, they can do it again.
Yeah, good team like Dawson, you don't want to give them too many opportunities that close to the goal line. So hopefully we can come out, be a little more disciplined on the defensive end here, get some tackles.
Let's see a throw and a
make
pick
the plays
six.
Here.
Come on, a pick 6 on this drive. That's a big prediction here, but we are seeing a throw this time. He's going deep. Oh, ball's kind of tipped. It kind of came out funny.
Yeah, a little better tackling.
Was that
I don't know if it was tipped or not. I was looking at the coverage out here.
Yeah, it looked funny. I don't know. Maybe it wasn't.
I think we had some miscommunication in our coverage because Coach Hansen was running up, telling him to get up. And if they would have thrown it just a little 5-yard route, he would have had some running room. But, I think maybe a little miscommunication on our coverage here. It didn't hurt us too much. Only a gain of 4, but, you can't afford to, 3 plays of 4 yards. That's a first down.
Exactly.
So hopefully we clean this stuff up.
Yeah, we'll see what they cook up. Not sure if we could have got a replay on that, but it just looked.
Trips to the left, single wide to the right.
Shotgun's gonna be a quick pass out to his left.
Little screen
Gotta
again.
break down on him. He's breaking out to the left. Number 3 at the 2015.
Far side defender once again looked like he tried to go inside.
Yeah.
And, he just kind of faked him in. That's a great job of setting up the by your D-back. You'll see it here. He jabs in, gets him to come in, and then pops it.
All right, that was Nathan Hansen on the catch there. Let's see what he's got here. So fake, and then quick throw up to his left, and
maybe not. Maybe Braylon didn't break down, and he just kind of
juked him out of there
and got to the sidelines.
Yeah,
gotta be disciplined. Got to keep him out, and it seems like our coverage is really allowing a lot of that. We're giving them a lot of room to operate on those sides.
Yeah. We don't want to let them do that all night long. So he's dropping back to pass, and caught by number 11 at the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 yard.
And touchdown.
Rumbles forward ahead. That's Colton Boffin there, tight end there for the Dawson-Boyd Blackjacks.
Just pushing right through, and a couple broken tackles, and you got a touchdown for the Blackjacks for a 6-0 lead.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna get a replay on that after the extra point, but my keys to the game was stopping the run, and we've done that. But they're having an effective. That drive was very effective on their pass. So
yeah, I think that's what probably the Dawson-Boyd coaching staff saw is that hey, we can pick them apart here. Maybe force some more guys out of the box. But
we're gonna get a replay here on that touchdown shortly, but perchance, maybe not. Here it is. Yes, there we go. Gonna try to break down, see how number 11 there got this touchdown. Kind of a fake, looks off to his right. Yeah, just grabs it.
Back in, two Lakers ran into each other.
And looks like Logan and Jackson Harkey ran into each other on that one. But Lakers time to respond here. Let's see what our offense cooks up. Going on. But looks like just saw a flag. Come on, like there's been no play. I don't know why the flag was out there, but
there we go. We got the score correct now. 7-0. Favor of the Blackjacks, as we'll have
we'll see.
Boyfrogel and
Garrett
Schaefer deep to return.
I'd love to see Garrett break one here. If they kick his way, will they do that? I don't know, but we'll first points of the game in the second quarter. It's that's tough for Lakeview defense because they did so good against the run. It's kind of it was just a mistake, I guess. Two Lakers crashed into each other. Kind of a squib kick down there. Braylon's going to gather it at the 20, go up to 30, and be hit. Oh, he's still on his feet. A couple of hard-earned yards there.
Yeah, kind of the same thing we're seeing from the Blackjacks. Going high on the tackle. Braylon just slipped out of that and gained a couple extra.
Yeah. Yeah, if I'm the Lakers, I'm seeing that too. And
so here's where Lakeview has got to respond. They have got to be strong. They've got to make sure they're holding their blocks. We got to put together a little drive, get the momentum back. We did with the goal line stand. We gave up some big plays on defensive end here this last time.
I like sticking with the run here, though. I really just like the kind of your 3-yard chunk, or not chunk plays, but 3-yard plays. You get a couple first downs where the defense famine feast. That's what I want, just to break one.
It's the old Adrian Peterson saying.
Yes, exactly. He has 30 carries and
get to the outside. Chance had
in the backfield.
He had a shot to get to the outside. He just had to look a little hesitant on that, and maybe in the years coming he'll recognize that and go and explode right to that hole, but. Maybe just a little bit hesitant to recognize that, and gets hit for a loss of 1.
Yeah. So we don't want that, but it's 2nd and 11. Yeah, you might have to open up the playbook, try a pass, but it's still Lakeview's running backs are so good. I mean, at any given play they can break one. So we'll see what we got here. Like Garrett's out to the right, Braylon in motion, and hit right away. Looks like
Chance right again. Hit at the line of scrimmage and driven back. That was a good fundamental tackle. Got right on the midsection in the legs and just kept him driving. That's how you drill it. Right. All fall and then it shows up.
Right.
So 3rd and 10 here, almost a guarantee pass situation.
Yeah, I would think so. We'll see what Logan's got for an arm, or maybe some trickery. Who knows what's going to happen here, but. Looks like Logan under center. And fake pass.
A lot
of penetration
there's
there.
Going to be a flag
looks like a block. Intercepted there by Herrick, and he's running back to 20, 15, 10, and it will be a quick pick 6 there. Oof. I don't know. Yeah, that flag won't matter because that did look like a block in the back there.
I think Jared Bottom.
Yeah,
Jared Bott, I think, basically tackled him, and it doesn't matter because it's going to be declined.
Right, yeah. And we'll get another look at that after the extra point here. But, that's not what you want to see. Dawson knew it was going to be a pass, so they just had excellent coverage on that. But not what you want to see, a very quick turn of events for the Lakers there.
We got backs against the wall right now.
Yeah, exactly. The extra point looks like it is good. 14-0, Dawson-Boyd.
Gut check time coming up for the Lakers. How are we going to respond? We got popped in the mouth a couple times.
Right.
Are we going to be able to respond? That's going to be the question.
We'll get another look at this pick 6 here. Again, Logan under center. You might see, basically a tackle. Get down. It just number 22. That's Cameron Sather. Just cuts out in front of our wide receiver there and brings it on in. So now it's definitely time for a Lakeview response, and we have a very capable offense. And you score once, it's a 1-score game. Let's get to it. But it's
where's Dusty going?
We'll see what we can cook up. I think what do you do? Do you just kind of stick with your ground game, or what? I mean,
well,
what do you think?
You got to stick with what's worked for you. You might have to throw a little bit of wrinkles in there. Catch them off balance. See, you don't want to give them everything that they've seen all year and prepared for. This time of the year, once in a while, you throw in a little wrinkle, keep the defense on their toes.
I do a lot of motion and stick with the running game. Try to do some misdirection stuff like that. But it has every game we've won. That's what's worked for us. Overtly. So we're definitely a run first team. I'm hoping Lakeview can put together a drive, take out, keep their defense out there, wear them down. Let's hope we can see that. We're going to see another boot here. The last one was kind of squibbish, and we see a similarly low kick there.
They're definitely keeping it away from Garrett.
20, and a 30, 40-yard line, and a flag.
And a flag's coming, and my guess is going to be blocking the back or a holding.
Yeah, he was so close.
And we got to see the referee point and push him back.
Yeah. But, man, costly penalties, but,
we'll hear from the official. Yeah, right now those are not the...
During the return, holding. Return team number 66. 10-yard penalty from the end of the run. 1st and 10, Lakeview.
Okay. The hold then.
Yeah. So Soren Waji gets hit with holding, so going to push him back. That's that's a blow to your momentum. You don't want that to happen. And
without that, I don't know how much that hold actually impacted the entire play, but Braylon was inches away from breaking that. I mean, it was literally one guy to beat, and then just
great run by Braylon, and now it's going to be pushed back to the 34. So time to see the Lakers respond here. What kind of toughness do they have? We're going to find out here on this drive.
We'll have to find another way to jolt the offense, get on the scoreboard quick. Under center, it's going to be a handoff. Looks like Garrett's going to rumble for
a nice little run for about 5.5, 6 yards.
Oh, stats. Garrett, I now have him at 13. I might run.
Nice run.
Yeah.
Gives us a 2nd and 4 situation here.
I'd kind of stick with that because, like I said, that the odds of him breaking one, if you pound the run, are good, I think. And that's what you need. You need to get into the deep secondary of the Blackjacks and make him think, and opens up the pass a lot. Looks like another run, but he's met immediately. Garrett's going to fall back.
Chance Kozel, got met by the D end. He was supposed to kick him out, and the D end just kind of pushed him right back into Garrett.
Yeah. No gain. No loss. Maybe a slight loss.
Short loss, if anything. We'll call it another 3rd and 4. So.
Yeah. We'll see what. And
there's lots of ways we can do it.
I believe, the pick six is kind of in the back of the Lakeview Lakers' head now. Do you try to pass here? Do you stick with what you got? Do you do something funky and try to do trick play? But Garrett's in motion. He's going to get the ball off to the right. A lot of penetration there by the Blackjacks and thrown to the ground for a loss. That's going to be 4th down and quite a bit for the Lakeview Lakers.
Punt situation coming up for the Lakers from 3rd and 4 to 4th and 9. So
it's just how can we
stack fake punt situation is not here.
No, not likely. But how can we stack those runs together, those 5-yard runs? That's going to be the question for the Lakeview Lakers. And but for the time being, we're going to be punting the ball away back on defense. We'll see what kind of field position Dawson's going to get here. Looks like Braylon's back to punt. Much better snap this time. He punts it. Ooh, that's a boot at the 39-yard line. And the run back down to the 48 met at the 49.
Right now, this is probably going to be this is the big possession here. We need to force a turnover. We need to get the ball back in decent field position.
Right.
Gut check time. We didn't have a good possession on offense once again. And, Dawson once again starts with a half a field.
Yeah, I know. I was just going to say this field position battle is not in Lakeview's favor right now. They've gotten good starting field position every time, and that just it makes it so hard on your defense. But if I'm the Lakeview Lakers here, you don't even want to give them a first down. You want to get 3 and out, just push them back.
Yeah, you got to get a 3 and out here, get the ball back, and start your own momentum.
I want to see Jackson Staub bundle his way up there and get to the quarterback, or a tackle for loss on a running back. I want him to be angry. Dawson's got big boys too, but I just hyper athletic Jackson Staub for his size. Hunter Shotgun going to pass out quick to the left to number 12. Garrett's tracking him and tackle and brought down there for maybe a 5-6 yard gain. 2nd and 4 looks like.
Yeah.
But another tackle for Garrett. He's up to 3 on the night. Let's see here. They are definitely passing. I was preaching that they were run first, but it's been.
Yeah, I think that, the receiver, the closer receiver, we're not covering him up very front, so it's really a short little quick pass. And hey, it's 1-on-1. You get your bleed blocker, then it's after that. It's 1-on-1. If you can get 4 or 5 yards each time, you take it.
There's a run, and he's met. Oh, and he broke through, and he breaks out to the 40, but it looked like he was stopped back. Yeah, sideline. And he's going to stumble out at the 15. That's a long run, and that almost should have been a.
We got a late flag coming in.
I didn't see.
Not sure what the call was, but we'll hear from the official. We got a Dawson-Boyd player hobbling a little bit over on the side. We got a Lakeview player down as well.
I didn't catch a number on it, and 73's out. Looks like Garrett's down on a knee. Did not see what was
during the run. Personal foul. Illegal blindside block on the defense, number 56. Half the distance to the goal. Result of the play is a first down.
Jackson Hartke has legal blindside block. I didn't see that at all, but I'm not even sure how that's what I don't get. I don't get it. Like what? I don't know if we can get a replay on that, but that again helps Dawson out there moving.
Yeah, I think it's
just up the field.
Just a play where maybe a little bit out of frustration, you see someone and you just wind up and you hit them.
Blindside block, though, isn't that unnecessary?
Yeah, I'm not sure. And see Coach
just,
Hansen talking on the field. I think Garrett's still out there.
Yeah, out there with the trainer checking on Garrett and with the trainer, and hopefully it's
and that's not
by
something,
him. Yeah, by him standing up, and
that's good. Yeah,
but that also might mean he's having his head checked, has a possible concussion.
Okay, gotcha. And they're talking to the ref. We're gonna figure it out here. But yeah, that's a big chunk play followed by a penalty. They're at the 7-yard line. It's gonna be
knocking on the door once again.
tough
So
sledding here.
And this was the same thing we had at RTR. We played a great first quarter.
Right.
We went toe to toe, and then we just fell apart on defense in the second quarter,
Yeah.
and that was the difference of the game. Second half, we rebounded. We were just fine.
Yep.
But kind of had that breakdown in the second quarter. Looks like it's kind of haunting us again.
Right. Garrett Schaefer's going to come out. Gage Dimmick to his replacement, number 9 out there.
Garrett's got to come out for at least one play. Looks like he's fine. Don't see him talking to the trainer much. So
these quick passes by Dawson. I mean, it just seems like every time the ball's caught, our defensive back is a full 6-7 yards away. We have to.
We're giving a
pressure.
lot of cushion. Even here on this goal line, you can see Connor Mosey on the top is almost to the goal line.
It's going to be a run anyways. Number 3 is going to break out to the left, and looks like
touchdown for the Jacks.
Yeah. 20-0. We'll see how the extra point goes, but that was a tough defensive.
They're a good enough offense. You can't give them an extra 15 yards or half the distance to the goal. That's a lack of discipline on that, and
Lakeview we got to figure something out here.
We got to make some adjustments on both sides of the ball, and hopefully get a. Right now you just got to put some points on the board any way you can.
Yeah. Boot looks like it's going to be good, yes.
That little wobbler through, but it counts just the same.
Right, yep. We'll check. Looks like Garrett's going to come back to
21-0, Blackjacks lead. 5:22 left in the first half. We're going to take a look at this play here.
Yeah, another look here. Yeah, see, number 8 was way too high up. He's got to get in there, and by then it's too late. He's pushed out. And there's an easy run there for the Dawson-Boyd running back. I didn't catch his number, but got to play with more smash mouth football than that.
Was that Cameron Sadler?
I think so.
Number 22, Cameron Sadler with a nice run there.
Yeah, he's having himself a night so far.
Yeah, right now, Dawson is controlling the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball, and as both coaches have said, that's the key.
Yep.
And
how do we get back to that first quarter? How do we get back to that? What we did on that goal line stand. Put some pressure on them, because that makes them make mistakes. They're a high school football team just like we are. If you can do something, throw them off there. They got some mojo right now. We need to do something disruptive and quick. But we'll see. Again, they're probably going to be keeping this low and away from number 34 there, I would think. Little strategy, and there's the boot.
Back to Brayfogle again.
Brandon's going to get it at the 20, 25, up to the 30. Man, he is going good. Let's go. Come on. We got another flag. Braylon's got to break it, but it looks like it's going to be a hold.
There's a good chance it's probably coming back.
No, that was close. That is, man, I like that. That's likely a hold, so it's going to be coming back, but that kind of play.
Referee pushing it back.
Yeah. I mean, they're avoiding Garrett, but geez, Braylon's had a really couple nice returns here, and they just unfortunately both.
We continue to shoot ourselves in the foot.
Yeah, we don't want to do that.
During the return, illegal block in the back. Return team number 66. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. 1st and 10, Lakeview.
Soren Lawaji there. Blocks it back, but.
Yep, going to bring it back here, and.
That's rough.
Yeah. Basically, you figure where it ended up. It was, he was at the 45 of Dawson-Boyd. Now we're down to the 31. That's a 25-yard pengelty.
Yeah, if we
and
can get
we
some
just
good
cannot have that. But in these types of games all year, this has been our Achilles heel. We get a little momentum, and it seems like we'll throw an interception, we'll get a penalty. Yeah. We'll make our own mistakes, and
I kind of get hit.
You can't do that against. You can't do that against really good teams. We did it against RTR. We did it against Minneota, and early on we're making these mistakes, and hopefully we can correct it before it gets out of hand.
Yeah, Braylon in motion under center. Looks like it's going to be a. Oh man, that looked like a little bit of pass interference there. You can't really tackle him while you're trying to catch the ball. I think we'll get a flag there. That'll be in our benefit. I mean, I don't think he needed to do that anyways. He had pretty much.
Pass interference, defense number 17, 15-yard penalty from the previous spot, results in a 1st down.
No, now we're going that. Now we got a flag. That helps us out here. So 15 yards, but that Excellent job by Logan here getting rid of that ball. He had pressure in his face immediately and was kind of backpedaled through something that Garrett could catch and forced him to Dawson to get a penalty on him. So we'll see. Now we got some positive yardage via a penalty. Let's see if we can do it offensively too. And this is where I think we pound the rock. Let's get going here. Yeah, Logan under center. Garrett split right. Faked him up the middle. Chance got a nice little 6-yard run there.
Dragged him down there. Yep. Nice, good gain here on first down.
Keep it going. Yeah, it's just
some scores from the area. Minneota played last night, and they won 75-6 over YME. Checking some early scores there from the area. Redwood Valley is over ACGC 14-0 early in the second quarter.
I believe Minneota and Dawson, I think, play next.
Yep, Minneota and Dawson will play next Wednesday.
That'll be an interesting game to see, but Minneota is a very good football team, but anyways, we'll check here. Looks like Logan's shotgun, kind of a low snap, goes off to his right. Oh, boy. Oh, no, that's kind of a wobbly pass. I'm not sure exactly.
Not sure what he saw on there and just kind of.
I think didn't he have Ray on there?
Yeah, not sure what Logan saw on that. We're going to see a replay here.
Let's take a look. What's all going on here? Low snap goes off to his right.
Yeah, Garrett right there.
Yeah. I'm not sure on that. I don't know.
Just off his back foot and.
Yeah. That's a tough one. That's one you want back. You don't want to give it back to Dawson-Boyd. And again,
once again in great field position, 39-yard line and 4:24. And Dawson is looking to put this game away early.
Yes, yeah,
and they're in position to do it.
After a scoreless first quarter, we have 21 points by Dawson. All in this second quarter, and it slowed down here quick.
Yeah, it looks like they're just faking that little screen once again.
He's gonna look.
And he's just kind of waiting there.
Oh, incomplete pass off the hands of number 11.
Good discipline, good coverage down the field by the Lakers on that one.
Yeah.
Liebel, he kind of gets out there, and he was not committing to the run, but not committing to the pass. But that holds the secondary in their spots. Yeah. And he had a couple options, but he's elected to throw the ball, and I think that's his first incompletion of the day.
I believe so, yeah. Yeah, he plenty of time to pass. The Blackjacks are blocking very well up front, giving him that time. And went up to his right, but we'll see if they stick with that or if they change back up to the run. But if we can get the ball out of the Blackjacks' offense hand, that would be huge for the Lakeview Lakers right now. We got to get something before half here. That's going to be.
There we go. That's a
false start there.
Needed
false start.
You take it.
Offense number 53, 5-yard penalty. Remains second down.
Back him up. 2nd and 15, so now we probably won't be seeing that run, the aforementioned run I was just talking about. I would assume more of a passing area here. But we'll see. We'll see what they got going on. But yeah, Lakeview defense will take any help they can get. So if they want to jump off sides, keep on going. Or false start, keep on doing it.
So 2nd and 15 here for the Blackjacks. Trips to the right here. And, right now you look at where our secondary is. I wouldn't be surprised to see that little bubble screen here again.
He's dropping way back.
And they set it up.
Just throws it down to the ground. That's excellent coverage. He had nowhere to go.
I think they were trying to go one-on-one, draw some guys to the deep side. Because they kind of looked like they faked that bubble screen.
No foul for intentional grounding. Number 22 is in the area of the pass. 3rd down.
Excellent. Man, it's so nice having them mic'd up.
Yep, kind of gets that explanation because they see things out in the field that we do not. And because I'm sure you probably hear it over the mic that a lot of people were asking for an intentional grounding, but there's a player in the area, so he just threw it at his feet and took the incompletion.
Good job by the refs there, keeping us in the loop. Shotgun on back to his left. It's going to be a pass, of course. A lot of time, but running out of time.
A lot of room to run. We got to make that tackle.
Got to get that. Oh, and he's going to.
And a first down.
Man, that was tough. Chance Coleswell almost got to him, but just broke out to his left, broke outside, busted the contain, and was able to. He was able to. We'll get a little look at this here. Dawson's doing a great job blocking up front. Our guys just weren't able to get there, but they eventually kind of sniffed him out there. I see number 57 coming through. breaks out there, and fortunately Chance just
let him get to the sideline once again and gets into for the first down.
Yep. That is not 3rd and 15. That's
third
really
and 15.
tough.
You can't let him pick it up with his legs.
No. Yeah, we had him. Could have forced a pass here, get some defensive penetration, but
so fresh set of downs on the 25. He once again out of the shotgun.
It's gonna be a fumble. Ball's out. Come on. Oh, and he picked it up, but yeah,
we got to get on that. Make that play.
Oh man, that would have been nice.
You see, Dawson-Boyd has kind of almost abandoned the run.
Yeah, they have. Yeah,
I mean, they just basically said, "Hey, we can't run it on you, so we'll pass it," and they're having a lot of success.
I think the only person on the team that knew that there was a fumble was Lebo. Like everybody else was, like, I don't know. He was the only one that actually moved towards the ball. So that would have been huge to get that. And 3:32 left. We need to stop him again. Second long here. 2nd and 11. Negative yardage only. Let's go here. Lakeview defense. He's dropping back. Almost did a little pump fake there. Caught at
wrapped up right away. Bring him down. There you go. Great tackle.
Minimal
Garrett
gain.
Schaefer right on it.
There you go, Garrett.
Makes the tackle, and now you're in you're in 4-down territory. So you're sitting at about 3rd and 8 here. So you've got 2 plays. You got to keep them out of the end zone. You got to break down. You got to do your assignments. You got to make a play. That's what this game is all about. Sometimes you just have to make the play.
Yep, not out of the woods yet, but that was a good, angry tackle by Garrett. They're going to have to, this is Lakeview Lakers are a good football team. They're going to have to start taking this personally, but also, keep your head in the game, stick to your assignments.
Yeah.
But
one of my coaches always told us that, just because you think you deserve to win or to make a play, it doesn't mean the other team lets you.
Exactly.
They believe the same thing.
Yes,
so
they have other plans.
Sometimes you have to just go take it.
Yeah, exactly. Being we aren't 2 down. Oh, he's going to drop back to pass. Looking off to the right.
He's going to look out to the corner.
Flips it up and
quite a distance.
There you go. That was
incomplete. Little contact before, but the refs are going to say that it did not affect the ability to catch the ball.
Yeah.
And it's going to fall incomplete.
Yeah, really,
4th and 8. So
really, Garrett just jumped up there at the end. I mean, there was probably while the ball was in there, just slight contact maybe, but
yeah, I think it helped that was it number 12. Jackson Hosted over there was turned around a little bit, so they maybe kind of realized, well, hey, he didn't really have good footing.
Right.
So
couldn't come back to the ball. May have been viewed uncatchable. Looks like a couple substitutions here.
So they're going to try a field goal, a 40-yard field goal.
Interesting.
From number 24.
No wind. Boom.
Bellaphile is going to kick it. It's going to be up. And it's going to be wide left.
Wow.
So great stand here.
Yeah.
2:25-26 left in the first half.
Interesting. I thought for sure that'd be a 4-down territory just because they are capable of picking up large chunks, but we will take it.
Yeah,
100%.
And, you got that weapon. Sometimes, you're up 21-0. It's like, hey, this is a chance to let's see him kick the ball.
Yeah.
You get him working it.
Yeah, he had the leg for it. I mean, that was.
Yep. Yeah, he had the distance. So I think that's a good call by the Dawson-Boyd. That might come into the future later on. It's like, hey, we might need a field goal to win the game.
Yep.
We got to get him the confidence to try it in the game.
We need the Lakeview. If that's going to be in the conversation later for a field goal to win the game, Lakeview's got to score now. Let's before the half. And we're going to try. It's going to be, looks like Chance may have got the ball for, 4-yard, 3-yard gain maybe. Yeah, looks like I thought it was a little farther than that, but perhaps not. They have a better view than I do. Let's see, 2nd and 8 here. Oops, Chance is going to get another. Chance up to 12 yards now. Let's get back to our basics here. Bound the rock. Keep going. And we do. Chance is going to go break out to the left. Oh, tripped up, though. Looks like gain maybe 3-4. With Herrick having 2 interceptions, it's, how much does that weigh on our play calling, or and for Logan himself, you gotta learn from it, but also try to forget about it. Just give your team a chance, put the ball in your receiver's hand, give them a chance to make a good play. We got 3rd and 3 here. Clock's ticking down. 1:25 left in the second quarter.
Yeah.
We'll see what we got going on here. 3rd and short. Logan here under center. Gonna put Schaefer in motion. Fake out, swip off right. Oh, that was a fake toss, and then immediately hit Lost a few yards on that. It's going to be 4th and some yards here. 4th and 5 maybe. And we have a Dawson.
Timeout.
Yeah, looks like a
Dawson-Boyd, their second charge timeout of the first half. Please set the game clock to 1 minute, 9 seconds, 1:09.
We're going to take a break here. We'll be right back.
Thank you.
Cottonwood Body Shop, owned by Taylor Benson, is your go-to place for all of your repair needs. From auto body repair to automotive refinishing, along with watercraft repair and gel coat and fiberglass repair, Taylor also paints, repairs, and welds aluminum and repairs plastic. Taylor's hidden talent is glass installation and windshield repair. For all of your repair needs, call Taylor Benson at 507-423-5431.
Fourth and 3 here. Braylon back to punt. Minute 9 left.
Fake punt.
Schaefer keeper.
Gotta go.
Feet. Can he get there?
Unlikely. No. That was actually you singing when we came back from the commercial, wasn't it?
That was me singing. That sounds over me.
You sound beautiful.
Caveney Perry.
Yeah, there you go. Look at that.
Or was that Miley Cyrus?
I think it was Miley Cyrus. But
I'm very proud I did not know. I was not sure who was singing that, so I'm okay with that.
I believe it was Miley, but
yep.
I'm not sure.
So the fake punt does not convert for Lakeview, so minute 7 left. Dawson-Boyd takes over on the Laker 29-yard line.
It didn't work out, but I like it. I know it did. It sucks, but it is what it is. You have to try to do something like that. Unfortunately,
hoping to catch the Blackjacks sleeping a little bit, maybe setting up a return, but
almost did.
Minute 9, they've got one timeout left and only 29 yards, and they've proven that they're not afraid to take a shot with a field goal. So we will probably be looking to pass the ball here.
Yeah, I would agree, and he does off to the left. Very similar play to many other things, and I see our cornerbacks just have so much time to get down to him. I'm not sure.
Yeah, we did much better, but threw that much better on that one. But
it worked out.
I don't think the blocking out by Dawson-Boyd was very, very good on that one at all. So
very
might have something to do, but maybe they're looking to set up and Dawson let the clock run, saving that timeout.
Yeah, got him back again.
He was back to pass.
He's gonna heave it up to the
go to the sidelines.
Yeah, it's gonna be good for gain of 7-ish.
Tackled in bounds, so the clock's running.
Yeah, Lakeview defense, you just want
Dawson-Boyd is going to take a timeout now.
Think about what they got here.
We're going to talk about what they're going to do here, and definitely 4-down territory.
Timeout. Dawson-Boyd, their third and final timeout.
So we're going to take a timeout. We'll be right back.
Please set the game clock to 33 seconds. 33 seconds.
Frank, you got a copy?
Roman numeral 7, babe, drop it like it's hot. If this world was mine, I'd take your dreams and make them multiply.
Third down, about 3.
Yep.
What we got. So,
boy, it has been a story of field position there for Dawson-Boyd. Every time they have the ball at or near the 50, it seems like
Dawson is definitely living in Lakeview real estate right now.
Yeah, we want that to stop. But 33 seconds remain in the second quarter. Lakeview can still get a stop here. And snap, looks off to his left, heaves left, ball came back, and a quick goal.
Incomplete, which, quite honestly, and the clock didn't start, so no time ran off the clock there.
Interesting.
A little operator error, but not much you can do.
No. Please set the game clock to 29 seconds.
There we go.
29 seconds.
Is something you can do.
These refs are on it tonight. That's good. Great.
So 29 seconds, as you heard. 4th down and 4 now. 4-down territory. Are they going to try that field goal again, or are they going to go for it? They got 29 seconds left.
They're going to go for it. I'm pretty sure they tried the field goal thing, and
They're in the huddle. I wouldn't be surprised to see spread him out in a quarterback draw and let Liebel try to pick it up with his legs.
A lot of room off to his left here. I don't know if he's going to run that way, but we will see.
Yep, there it is.
Right up the gut.
And he's got some room. Get up there and make the play.
Get him down.
There he goes.
There you
big
go.
play.
Huge.
Connor Mosing. Big play for the sophomore.
We got 24 seconds. We got 3 timeouts. What can we do with it? I want to see some air under the ball from Logan Herrick. Let's go. Let's get it. We're going to have to. 24 seconds remain. But
you're on this side of the field. We've already thrown 2 picks, 1 for a touchdown.
Right.
I wouldn't be surprised if we just took a knee. Maybe tried 1 play, catch him sleeping, but
at 21-0, I feel like we ought to try. But that does weigh on you, the 2 picks and 1 pick six. That's tough. We'll see what we do here, or maybe reconvene at half. I'm not sure what.
Yeah, because you get the ball at the start of the second half.
That's true. What can come from this? And we're gonna think about it a little bit more.
We're gonna take a timeout.
Lakeview, their first charge timeout of the first half.
Send it over because we want to thank all these sponsors that help us out.
Borges Sporting Goods is your source for all your sporting gear needs. From Little League to college athletics, we have you covered, including all intramural and collegiate sports, as well as hunting and fishing gear for the outdoor enthusiasts. We also offer personalized in-store embroidery and silkscreen services at competitive prices. Stop by Borges and visit our store to see a wide variety of sporting goods we have to offer. For sporting, hunting, and fishing gear at the highest quality for reasonable prices, call or stop by Borges Sporting Goods on East College Drive in Marshall.
Borges Sporting Goods.
Infinity Ag, located in Hanley Falls, Minnesota, is your trusted source of Pioneer seed. Infinity Ag serves area farmers with Pioneer seed sales and treatment, chemical sales, as well as drone services. Our focus is helping farmers boost productivity, profitability, and sustainability. We deliver great Pioneer products straight to your field. Infinity Ag proudly supports Lakeview athletics and activities.
Go Lakers!
So after coming back from the timeout, we'll see what the Lakers have drawn up. If they're going to take a shot or if they're just going to take a knee, we'll find out here.
Let's see here. And we're going to do something. Run up the gut. Looks like Chance is rumbling for a 10-yard gain. I like it. I like it a lot.
We'll see. Maybe take another timeout.
I think so. Why not, huh?
Coach Hansen's coming over to the referees.
Timeout.
And they're going to take a timeout here.
Lakeview, their second charge timeout of the first half.
And I think Dawson was expecting either knee or a pass there, but
we'll talk about it. We're going to see what we got coming back here in just a minute.
Patrick Mahomes, quarterback, Kansas City.
Travis Kelce, tight end, Kansas City.
Isaiah, meat manager, Hy-Vee.
At Hy-Vee, we hand select our beef, choosing only the finest cattle from the Midwest, which guarantees you get the most flavorful choice and prime steaks. So, for the best beef around,
leave it to the pros.
Steady, reliable, strong. The same things you want from your sports team, you want from your insurance company. Well, we're here to tell you that we've got your back to protect what matters most. So support your mutual with pride, and we'll serve you with honor. North Star Mutual Insurance Company, a personable company, keeping you on course. Proud supporter of Lakeview Athletics.
Good timing by Mr. Wallum. Coming right back here.
Perfect timing.
Trying to bounce it out. If he gets to the outside,
10 yards.
He's out of bounds there. Perfect.
There you go.
You don't have to use a timeout. We're right around midfield, 11 seconds. You still have a timeout to use.
How far do you think Logan can throw the ball? Can he get it? Can he hit a 50-yard bomb? No, I don't know. Let's get a replay on that.
Oh, yeah.
Some life here in Lakeview, Garrett. Brought to you by Garrett Shavers Legs.
Good block there by
Excellent.
Dustin Schlenner out there, number 57.
Let's go.
Gets out to about the 47-yard line. So
quit singing.
Half the field. We're gonna bring more music in here. Mr. Wallum's he's in DJ mode right now.
DJ Lala. He's gonna chuck it out.
He's gonna try it, and he does have Garrett.
Got it! There you go!
He stepped out of bounds, but great ball by Logan Herrick.
Holy.
We've got one shot to get to the end zone.
Oh, my goodness.
And just kind of threw the ball up there.
We got to look at a replay here.
Threw the ball up and let Garrett just run underneath it. And it was just a foot race.
It was. Look at this. Good protection.
You just say, just go get it, and that's all it was. And
that was 30
Lakeview,
yards.
third and final timeout of the first half.
Yeah. 30 yards in the air. So, I mean, that's an excellent throw and catch, you know.
Yep, so you got one shot here, 17-yard line.
That's what you need. That's what you want. The momentum shift going into half. You know, regardless of what happens on this next play, we just proved something that we can take big chunks of yards on 3 plays. How many yards? 10, 10, and 30?
Yeah, excellent rebound by Logan Herrick.
Yeah.
Has had a tough first half, couple picks, a couple errant throws to be able to complete that one. Give yourself a shot to get in the end zone here. And now, like they're going to say, you know, don't be afraid to take a shot here. Don't do anything foolish, but you know what? Throw the ball in the end zone. Give you guys a chance to make the play. But, of course, hang on to it. You definitely don't need a strip sack in this situation.
Right. Unofficial stats here so far. Garrett Schaefer got 23 yards. Chance Kosel has 22 rushing yards. Logan Herrick with that 30-yard pass. I believe that was his first completion there. And a beautiful one of that.
To Garrett?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what Lakeview need to do. We're proving something right now. It was, you know, just after that initial drive, it's kind of a sluggish offensive, you know, they're kind of breaking through our offensive line. But good protection, great pass, you know, and, you know, before 2 great runs there, too, to open that up.
So
we're going to snap. We're going off
sprint out to his right. You're going to give him a shot. He's going to go to the end zone. He's got a man there.
Got him. Touch.
We got it.
Where's
we
the
got
sign?
single. And we got one in the end zone.
Woo! That's
Big
what you need.
play. That's an excellent recovery.
As time expires, too. So that is an amazing.
Was that Braylon Breifeld bringing it down and
replay? We got to get a replay
that's what
on
you
that.
do. You give your senior a chance in the end zone,
that's all you
and
need.
he just went up and said, "I'm going to go get this, and I'm going to make that
Yes.
play." And that's what Braylon does. He's a gamer. Great play by Braylon.
Beautiful arcing pass. Braylon come back to the ball, you know, and he made a play. That's what you want to see. You want your athletic seniors making a play, making a difference. We're going to get a replay, but first, we have some more business to.
Yeah, let's get this 2-point conversion, and all of a sudden make this a new game.
And it's a quick toss, and he's going to get in there.
Walk in the end
Walked
zone.
there.
Big play.
Holy cow.
Big recovery. And right now,
life.
You would not think that we're down 13. The Dawson-Boyd team is walking off the field with a 28 lead.
man.
Lakeview is excited. That's how fast the momentum can shift in this ball game.
Yeah, we're going to get
outstanding recovery by the Lakers.
We're going to get another view of that touchdown toss here. But that is exactly what Lakeview need going into the half. I mean, precisely. Couldn't do it any better. You know, establishing the run.
Eventually going to see the replay here.
Yeah, maybe. Or
we just got the word we're going to get one, and we're kind of waiting here.
T-shirt thing, huh?
After the toss here.
Oh,
that's what he meant when he said here.
Oh, after the toss.
I wasn't thinking. That's our bad.
Yeah,
we got one here. Let's see here. I'm going to go an old volleyball one
there
here.
You go. Yeah. Sorry, we're
now's the replay. That's our fault.
We had to throw the shirt first, but
we were all excited about the play.
I know. I wanted to see it. Oh, look at that. Just rolls out to his right. Braylon's going in there. Perfect. Look at that. Up. Got it.
Oh, and fought for the ball there. That is outstanding.
Man.
And who was the D-back over there? Was that?
I couldn't catch the number on it, but
I thought that was Liebel or that was number 3, Nathan Hansen, but he was able to go get it, make the big play.
That is, I mean, that makes it feel like a whole different game than what we were dealing with. But you know,
absolutely,
we're gonna have a.
Yeah, we're to step away. We got the cheerleaders halftime routine. We'll be back with the second half, about 15 minutes.
Coaches Christy Lalaji and Paige Klophockey. Managers Jayla Post and JC Alford. Ladies and gentlemen, the Lakeview Cheerleaders. Hey fans, it's time for the 50-50 raffle. Make sure to get your tickets out. Tonight's winner's going home with $166. You can collect your prize at the concession stand. Ticket number 170046. 170046. The numbers will remain on the video board through the remainder of halftime.
Back for the second half. Kickoff coming up in about 30 seconds. Dawson-Boyd will be kicking off to Lakeview.
Yeah.
After Lakeview with that dynamite drop in there, Tyler.
Lakeview will receive the second half kickoff on the south end of the field.
That broadcast school's really paid off, huh?
Yeah, I'm trying to, yeah. Yeah is my favorite word, perhaps. But But yeah, no, Lakeview had a huge momentum change there at the end in our favor. We get the ball in the second half. Magical things can happen with that. We showed we could move the ball and run the ball effectively. So, again, setting up those two passes. An excellent throw and catch by Herrick and Braylon Breifogel there in the end. 8-21. What do you think?
Yeah.
What's your call?
Yeah.
What's your call for popcorn, right?
Yeah.
If anybody wants to bring popcorn.
Okay. Yeah. No, we were just seeing if anybody wants to bring us up some popcorn. We definitely appreciate it. A little something to snack on. But, my prediction is, I know these kids. I work with them in school. They are great kids. They've really shown their toughness this year. Mm-hmm. I think they're going to come out and they're going to have a very solid drive coming up here to start. Hopefully we can punch one in the end zone. And maybe we can get back into this game, but I think that's what these kids are going to respond. They're tough-minded kids. They never do quit. This is our second half. We're going to have a tale of two halves here.
I think so, too. And that last drive gave a blueprint to how to be successful against Dawson. Whatever we did, we got to do more of it.
Absolutely.
Here's the boot. And again low. And two.
Going to Braylon again.
Get on.
That could have been spell disaster. And what are we doing? He was down with it. I don't know what we're.
Stop piling on him, please.
Yeah, easy. Braylon had a hold of it. So
averted disaster there. You're just happy to be at the 24-yard line at that point.
That's why you squib it. You hope one time you get a lucky bounce here. But Wakeview's going to take possession of the ball at the their own 24-yard line.
Yeah.
And let's see what they talked about. Maybe some wrinkles here. Get the little offense going. Hopefully, maybe that momentum can carry over.
It's kind of funny on that kick out. Like Garrett knows they're kicking that way, and he's basically like joining Braylon over there. Like, I'm going to do something. But then he went up to block, so he obviously didn't see that kind of mishandled there. But Logan's going to start under center here. We're going to see what we got here. Quick toss off to Schaefer. And
be wrapped up. And both teams doing a good job kind of shutting down that run here.
Yeah, it's for two run first offenses. All the excitement's come on the passes. So we'll see how this game evolves into the third, fourth quarter. But again, 21-8, anybody's ball game. Lakeview's definitely in this game. We can compete with these guys. So.
Very much a ball game right now. Only 2 possessions and touchdown, 2-point conversion, and now it's all you need is the 6 points for
that missed field goal. That would be fun to see that come into play here. Because 8-16-24. We got Garrett going
he's got a guy on his back. Get rid of the ball, buddy. That a boy.
Nice toss. Good catch there. That was a big hit, but Braylon held on to the ball.
Hanson there again, big hit, but Braylon, he's a gamer. He holds on to it.
Good for a first down there.
Hanson coming up, making a big hit. 5'11", 165-pound senior.
Yeah. That was a wonderful throw there by Herrick. Under pressure, he had a guy barreling down on him. And we're going to get another look at that. Schaefer in motion, then he just kind of rolls out to his right. And look at that dart right on it. Boom. A big hit. Down, brought him down. I guess it is. I thought it looked bigger from up here, but that just a good form tackle there. Herrick under center. I bet we're going to see a little run here. Fake to Schaefer. Looks like Chance got the ball.
There you go. Good. Nice run up the middle by Chance Kozel.
Yep.
About a 6-yard gain right up the gut.
Yeah.
Looks like they're trying to follow Jackson and Cody there. Run with the big dogs.
Yeah, exactly. Let's do it. Oh, man, I've been lacking on my stats here.
You really have.
It's just I do my best. But, yeah. A lot of excitement. How can I write numbers down? I have to look at that last drive.
Second half.
Yeah.
By the way, we'd appreciate some popcorn up here. If any fans want to come help us out.
We'll say it one more time. Maybe
we'll turn our mics off when we're chewing. How's that?
We'll do that. Garrett with the ball.
With a jet sweep.
Cuts
it back.
Go on,
Garrett. Get out the side. Outstanding run. Great job. And they're into blackjack territory.
Yes, finally. Yeah, we
got
momentum. Some life and excellent vision there by Garrett Schaefer to cut that back up because there was nothing off to his right. So that was an awesome move by him.
Yeah, a lot of excitement on the Lakeview sidelines right now, where it's kind of really kind of quiet here.
Let's look at that again here.
Touchdown saving tackle coming up at the end.
Yeah, that was a big play of Dawson. But yeah, there's nothing there. What do I do? There. I go to my left to break up. 2 people got to take me down. That was a good hard run.
That's a good hard run. Yeah, you want to be the one inflicting the pain on that one.
Absolutely. Herrick again under center. He's had luck with it. Going to get a quick handoff to Kozel.
And now we're starting to move that ball.
This is, yes. Whatever we're doing, whatever the offensive line is doing, they are getting a lot more, explosiveness off there. We got, that's you can't measure momentum, but you can almost feel it. Yep, there's something energized about this Lakeview offense right now.
Let me see. Oh, the momentum's going
The
up.
momentum meter, yes.
The momentum meter is going up.
Yeah, we need like a voltage meter. Let's envision that, but it's going Lakeview's way. They are moving this ball. We got 2nd and 5-ish, 4-ish. Look at that. A counter and a couple yards there.
Yeah, it looked like he could have been stopped in the backfield, but Garrett found a couple yards there. Some scores around the area. Sleepy Eye United over McRae. That game being played in McRae. Obviously, we know the score here. 21-8. Dawson-Boyd over Lakeview, but Lakeview driving.
Yeah.
Redwood 28 at ACGC 0.
Okay. Third, our scoreboard says halftime. 3rd and 4-ish here. And it is a run. And he's met, unfortunately, in the backfield. What do you do?
Not a whole lot there.
I don't know.
Number 2 team in the state, Springfield, won convincingly over RTR 49-0.
Yeah.
And
they're a good team, too.
Yeah, Springfield is number 2. Wouldn't be surprised if that was 4 years in a row we see Minneota versus Springfield in the Prep Bowl.
Some sort of dynasties going on there, but they're both good teams. This has got to be 4 down territory here, right?
We're not going to punt it here with the momentum. And
I agree. Let's see what we got.
Maybe you got Logan in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe let him do a little sprint out.
That's what I'm thinking too. I hope to see that under center, Logan. We got
sometimes
Raylan.
You dance with who brought you.
Raylan in motion. He's looking out to his right. Yeah. Tosses over. It's overthrown.
Missed him. He was open. Just threw it a little too far. And turnover on downs. Blackjacks take over at their own 44-yard line.
Yeah, this might be the worst field position of the night here.
I think so. The first couple times they were at the first possession they're at the 49,
but Lakeview's had several stops on even when they've had good field position. Obviously they've scored 3 touchdowns, but you can stop anywhere. Don't let them get 10 yards. Get the ball back in your hand. That was tough because Schaefer was open on that. So.
Yeah, gotta take advantage of those opportunities when you get them, because now we chewed up over 4 minutes of game clock here and come away with nothing after gaining about 40-some yards.
Yeah, and it's tough.
But they're once again out of the shotgun, and they're gonna go back to the ground game.
Yeah, that's something we hadn't seen too much out of him. But yeah, he's looking at that extend the field. Got to get on him. Yep. And Logan
big run out there.
That's not what you want to see after we removed the ball so well. But it was a matter of time before they got back to the ground.
Yeah, big layout block out there on the edge there. Over the mic, we could hear people yelling for a hold, but I think that was just I got the better of you on that play.
Yeah, I think that was Nathan Hansen on the run there and Logan Herrick on the tackle. So.
Got that, one possession and they're one play and they're right back into that good field position again, back to the 31.
All right. Well, I mean, this is kind of where Lakeview defense has lived for sure the second quarter.
Yeah, a couple of bend but don't break possessions here. Mm-hmm. We really haven't come out and just stopped them.
Right. Yeah.
They've gained their yards and
big chunk. Now you need to either force turnover, make them a costly penalty, another run up the gut there. Number 22, it's going to be Cameron Sather.
Yeah, we got a flag there. I think there was a hold.
That's a hold.
He was coming through there and looked like he got tackled as he was going in for the tackle there.
Holding offense number 52, 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Remains first down.
Got a little break there, so backing him up for a 1st and 20 situation.
Yeah, that's big because you start stacking those 15, 20, 25-yard runs, or 10 and 25-yard run. That's tough on your defense, but this helps. And they effectively moved the ball. The second quarter was nearly all passing for the Blackjacks, but now they're establishing the ground game. So see how Lakeview has defended very well. I mean, prior to this drive. We'll see. I would wager it would be a pass, but I could be wrong here. Cameron Sather out to Liebel's right. Shotgun, a quick pass over the right.
There.
Yeah.
It's a quick little slant that's been open there and gained a chunk of yards. And we kind of mentioned that inside receiver has been not covered real tight. There's a lot of open areas, so I think they kind of saw that. And, they go from 1st and 20 to 2nd and 8 and back to manageable.
Yeah, you need a
big game in 9-man football. Red Rock Central and Wabasso being played in Red Rock over in Lamberton. 14-14. Start of the second half. That's a big game to keep your eye on, folks.
That's a good one. We'll see. 2nd and 7 by our scoreboard here. Liebel's going to be under center. little I formation coming in. Cameron Sadler with a run, and they believe you. They stopped him.
They got a few yards there, about a 3-yard gain, and goes into 4-down territory.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Third and very manageable here.
Right, yeah. Have to suspect a run here, so hopefully we can get a lot of push from our defensive line and knock them back.
About 3rd and 4, maybe about 3.5.
Yeah. Again, that's a lot of time-consuming drives here, though. With the run.
We're down past the halfway point in the
that second quarter seemed like it was a lot of different passing situations there for both teams, but.
Yeah, when there's passing, there's getting completions, there's stoppage of the clock.
It has to be designed. I bet quarterback keeper running up the gut. Liebel is going to be past the first down, but stopped at about the, 16
just a design QB draw. He just kind of took a step back, waited for the hole to develop, and came right through it, and we're inside of 5 minutes here in the third quarter.
We'll get a second look at that. Obviously designed, just, hey, I'll look over here, and then I'm going to run with it. And, got the first down. That host of the Lakers brought him down. That's so tough to defend just because, you want to stay on your side. You don't want to give him a nice, easy pass when you're a quarterback, and then you got to turn around and the guy's running at you.
Yeah, he's a runner. He's tough to bring down, and any open area, he's going to bring some guys down.
There you go. We got number 15, Eden Dahl. I believe it's number 15. He's getting down the 5-yard line.
Good blocking down the field. That's what Coach Larson said. This has been his best blocking team that he's had in a long time, and he's had some good teams over the years.
Yeah.
And you saw it. Guys were engaged down the field.
Well, we stopped them once down here on the other side of the field, but we can do it again. We're going to need to. We're going to see what they got. It's tough for Lakeview defense right now. This is kind of this is the smash mouth football that that we also need to initiate too.
Yep.
You just got to try to stick to your assignments and get to Liebel here. Going to be past number 15, Aiden Dahl is running in, and that's going to be a
tackle into the end zone, touchdown, Blackjacks.
Aiden Dahl getting the ball, junior for the Blackjacks.
Yep. Flip the script on the third quarter really fast.
Yeah, and that's the tough thing if that pass. Again, going back to that incompletion to Schaefer, Eric's got a guy barreling down on him. You throw it up and you hope for the best, but it's one of those plays you really wish you had back. We'll see the extra point here.
Yeah, then we'll see a replay for the typically do.
Yeah.
Kicks up right down the middle, brings the score to 28-8 in favor of the Blackjacks. We'll see if Mr. Wellham's going to send us a replay on that, but that's how fast. We talked about the flip of the momentum at the beginning of the second half, where we make the play and then we have a nice drive going, and then we can't convert, and all of a sudden it's one play later, and all of a sudden they're within scoring distance, and that's how fast this game can. You can lose momentum, and unfortunately for the Lakers, that's what happened. And a good team like Dawson-Boyd converts, and we go from a chance to cut it to a 1-score lead to down by 3.
And there's multiple problems with that. The other being the time of the game. With a 20-point game right now, that drive took up a whole lot of time. If you're Lakeview, you got to be attacking. You got to be attacking quick here. Get another touchdown, 2-point conversion, 16-28. Anything could happen. And honestly, an offensive touchdown followed by something akin to a pick six or anything like that. I mean, this game is not out of reach for Lakeview Lakers. So we gotta.
Yeah, you need to create scoring opportunities, which means you can't just hope for a punt.
Right.
You got to get. You got to get a 3-and-out. You can't let them have 8, 9, 10 possession play possessions. You need to get a 3-and-out. You need to get the ball back. Otherwise, a lot of time can come off, and you kind of hook that one. It's going to go out of bounds.
That'll be helpful for field position.
Yep, good field position starting for the Lakers. We'll see. Assuming we'll probably accept the penalty out to, I believe, the 40-yard line in high school, right?
I think we'll find
out.
Or
where it went out.
Oh, well.
We'll wait for the official call.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team, number 24. Lakeview is elected to take the ball 5 yards beyond where the ball went out of bounds. First and 10.
So that went out of the 42-yard line. So Lakeview's going to take over at the Lakeview 47, if my North Dakota math is right.
I think you're right on there. Lovely. That's a nice break for Lakeview. So we got a shorter field to work with. Hey there.
Hey, everyone. Checking us out on the live stream.
Yeah. Well, this is good.
We got to get a little camera time, too.
Oh,
right?
yeah. That's I don't even have a radio voice. I'm not meant for TV, even though I was on it one time.
What were you on TV for?
Press your was on a game.
Are we gonna go back to
Yeah,
I love it.
yeah.
I love it.
Oh man, no, it's gonna be up to Lakeview to set the tone for this drive early, and hopefully I just want to see. Logan's got great passes. I just want to see that. Oh, I won't, but I'll see Chance run there. I think we got to try to
get a couple yards there. Looks like they got to cross the 50-yard line.
Yeah. No, I definitely want to see some more passes at him. Just because, you know what, Spiral's good, Braylon's super athletic, or even throw in Garrett Schaefer, any of these wide receivers. Josh Potts, we haven't called his name tonight. We got people who can catch the ball, you know. Super athletic seniors here.
Yeah.
So.
And hopefully Logan can maybe get that little confidence going again, and hopefully, you know, because, you know, we're going to need, if we're going to be effective in the playoffs, we're going to need Logan to make some plays, make some passes here.
Establish some mojo is what we need, and looks like, that was
that shut down
big hit
really
there.
fast.
Yeah. Gain of nothing there for Braylon.
Right back to the line of scrimmage.
Honestly, if he wouldn't have got tackled there, there's some.
Yeah, there's
a lot of green over here. I wish we should work on that next. The little telestrator where I could draw a circle.
We've talked about that. Mr. Wallman and I, but we couldn't figure out how to get it in there and what time, the practice of it, when we're going to do the replay.
Yeah,
so it has been a discussion.
That would be.
And we just didn't have a chance to practice it. Maybe this next off season.
Yeah,
what else would you like to see us doing?
I know. I'm making too many demands. This is already a very, very good production that he puts on here, but. Oh, yeah. We got Logan Herrick in the shotgun here. He's going to take it. Look off to his right.
Gets set up.
Oh, boy. Sacked in the back, and he almost got out of that, but you just, blind side coming in. That's
very dangerous for the Lakers. Talking with Coach Corey Olson also said, Corey Larson, said that they've got multiple players on defense with multiple sacks this year. So makes for tough blocking schemes. And that guy's been close coming off the right edge here plenty of times.
Yeah,
and
finally got home.
Logan tried to set up and almost got out, but they bring him down for a big loss and turns it into a punting situation.
Yeah, 4th and 13. You just can't do it at that distance, but pretty good.
Nice punt there by Braylon, taking it to the 28-yard line.
Stumble there,
and
he
stumbling, he falls down.
Look at that. That's
Blake Peltier getting down and making the tackle.
There you go. Well, there we go. We officially have them in not very opportune starting field positions, so that's a positive here. We'll see if our Lakeview defense can make a stop or a sneaky defensive score. Yeah, it could happen.
Yep.
I mean, that
got to make a play on defense. Someone's got to get through. Hopefully, maybe knock the ball loose.
Yeah, you don't want to see any frustrations boil over. Obviously, 28-8's not where you want, but having that frustration can actually power you to play better defense. That's definitely can be a driver. So hopefully we can see some passion in this defense, like we saw in the first quarter, and even multiple times. Like I said, we've had stops. We can stop these guys. We just need to stay home, stick to the assignments, and play smash mouth football. We got Liebel in shotgun, split backs. He's going to throw off to his right and be tackled immediately by 1, 2, 3 there for Lakers.
Yeah, about 3, yep.
Not a very big gain. We can
about 3 yards. Braylon was on it right away. Braylon is
not feeling very great right
cramping
now.
A little bit.
Yeah, maybe a cramp. Yep.
Yeah, by the way they're grabbing the leg, or is that Garrett?
I think it's Garrett.
Officials timeout for an injured player.
Oh yeah, sorry, I thought that was.
Yeah, I thought it was Braylon as well.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll send it over to a commercial. Take a little break here. We'll be right back.
First independent bank, big enough to know business, small enough to know you.
Founded in 1921 as the world's first oil cooperative, our story began with a small gas station. Built on the idea of neighbors serving neighbors, we've grown into a full-service company, offering agronomy, fuel, propane, HVAC, plumbing, and convenience stores. Generations of employees and patrons keep money local and communities strong. For over a century, we've proudly given back to the people we serve, and we're just getting started.
There we go. 2nd and 5 here. We are back Looks like I think Garrett did come out of the game due to that cramp. Shotgun is going to be a quick snap. Number 3 there. That is going to be Nathan Hansen. He's going to go out to the right. He's going to get a first down and more. 50, 45, 40 down at the 39-yard line of the Lakeview Lakers. Yeah.
And there's that flip of the field that has happened way too often.
Yeah, we're going to have to take a second look at that one. It was just a quick handoff here. Nathan Hansen, they just burns to the outside, and, Braylon's got to come in here. Yeah, he's
Justin
blocked.
Slater
He can't
on the end
contain.
just got driven backwards.
Yeah, Braylon got blocked inward, so he couldn't contain, couldn't force it back in the field. And now we're dancing. Yeah. We'll see. See what they come out now. They're going to be, looks like on Lakeview 40-yard line. Or 39.
About the 39.
Yep, there's the ball.
Level.
Drops back to pass.
Pump, and he's going to go deep, looking for that extra score.
Oh, man, he caught it.
Right over top of Connor Mosing, down to about the 12-yard line.
Coverage was not bad. Defense coverage was not bad. That was just a wide receiver making a play there. And, very nice throw, very nice catch. Right over top. You try to turn your head around in that instance, but that's good. Let's see a replay of that here. A little pump too. I don't know.
It looked like Connor stayed disciplined, stayed there with him, didn't.
Not a whole lot.
Maybe a little jab there, gave him a little bit of separation.
Yeah,
and
just the ball
but
was placed.
he did a nice recovery, was right there, guy went up, made a catch. You got to tip your hat to him, made a nice play.
The ball is placed where it needed to be, but that's going to be the end of the third quarter for us, so I believe we'll be taking a commercial break here.
This is the end of the third quarter.
Fourth quarter coming up. Dawson-Boyd on the doorstep, knocking on the door, ready to, hoping to punch it in and put this game away. We'll be right back.
Did you know the Lakeview Booster Club supports the communities of Cottonwood and Wood Lake in addition to supporting the Lakeview School District? The mission of the Booster Club is to be a supporting organization for all Lakeview extracurricular, co-curricular, and Lakeview-affiliated enrichment programs. The Lakeview Booster Club is proud to be the main supporter of all Lakeview athletic, fine arts, and school activity live streams. Please consider supporting the Lakeview Booster Club by scanning our QR code on the screen or visiting lakeviewboosterclub.com.
At Prairie Grain Partners, we're more than a business. We're your partner in production. Backed by a commitment to service, accountability, and quality, we're here to help you grow. From all your grain handling needs to grain marketing and on-farm pickup, Prairie Grain Partners delivers with unmatched efficiency. And at our full-service agronomy center, you'll find everything you need: chemicals, seed, fertilizer, soil sampling, and precision VRT mapping. Supported by CCA-certified agronomists ready to serve. Prairie Grain Partners, your partner in production today and tomorrow.
Well, we swapped field position like Jared had said. At the end of the third quarter, Dawson is knocking at the Lakeview door again. Hopefully we can see a defensive stand here.
Yeah, we're going to need one here because this score right here kind of really puts the game out of reach here, especially as our, outside of a couple plays, our passing game has been kind of inefficient, and we haven't had those big plays on the run game. We've had a decent drive. But we just haven't had those big explosive plays. So this is a big possession here. These next couple plays here, if we can keep them out of the end zone, maybe we'll give ourselves a chance here in the fourth.
Yeah, Lakeview passing. I mean, it's been electric at times, but there's no consistency towards it. But I feel like we're going to be seeing a lot more of the pass game.
Right off the outside.
Yeah, that's Nathan Hansen again. Loves to run outside. He does it pretty well. Down to looks like the Laker 5 maybe. Yeah.
It's all the way down inside the 5-yard line, or maybe just short up. Looks like about the 6-yard line. Second down and 5.
They can, let's see here, where's that first down marker at? Yeah, they can actually get to first down without a touchdown. If they get to the one, but hopefully they don't. Let's push them backwards here. I would expect more of the same, probably something off to the left on a run game, a quick handoff or something of that nature. There it is to the left, and he's running in. He's got a lane.
Touchdown, Blackjacks.
Oof. Yeah, it's tough, but for Lakeview defense being out, they just pound the rock. They're just
and that wears on you. We've been on the defensive side of the ball a long time, and all game, and a lot of short possessions earlier in the game. You're getting pushed on, and you're receiving more of the hits than you're dishing out, it takes a toll on you, and I think the Lakers are just getting a little bit tired.
Yeah. So to start the game, the Blackjacks are running up the gut a lot, but now they've done a lot more off to different hash marks out to the side on their runs, and they're not really doing motion or anything, just kind of quick handoffs, like, hey, we're going to sprint out to the sidelines and try to beat you. And, to this point today, that whole drive and the last one, they did. So a couple more scores there by the Blackjacks. So 35-8 with 11:15 left in the fourth quarter. So.
Yeah, you see Coach Lundberg kind of trying to rally the troops here. He knows it's a big play time. We need a big play here, hopefully a big return. Ideally, you'd like to break one and maybe get a little more momentum back on your side. But, it's getting to the point where, desperation time here on this next possession.
Right. It's whatever you do, you got to do it quick, and it's got to be fast. You need chunks of yards in a short amount of time because this clock is not our friend anymore in the fourth quarter. And I assume we'll see another kick here that's going to avoid Garrett Schaefer.
I can't imagine they're going to go to him now. They'll find where Braylon is, put the ball to him.
We'll see how far he kind of creeps over, though. Last time he was like...
he was kind of cheating on that one.
Yeah, let's see what happens. Run over
a
there.
little short one.
Yeah, pick it up. But that's probably not a bad idea. Just get on top
fall on top of it. Don't risk a fumble.
Yep. Hold the ball.
Yep, hold that thing tight.
So we start off on our own 26-yard line. See if we can get some chunks of yards here. I would assume, it is. We've had good drives, and just they stall for whatever reason. We break a 10-yard run twice, and then backwards, and then now you're third and long. It's tough.
Yeah, and a lot of it's self-inflicted. Penalties,
right?
Couple turnovers. Missed opportunities in the pass.
Yeah, those two interceptions really kind of set the tone for the offense here. But Logan Herrick is going to roll out to his right.
Run with it, buddy.
And he throws. Ooh, dangerous ball there, but intended for Braylon Breifogel. But
falls incomplete and being up 2nd and 10.
Mm-hmm. I still like it, though. I think that's what we need to be doing.
Well, look at Mr. Lundberg showing the arm off.
Look at that.
Heck of a catch by the referee, too.
Wow.
Lundberg out there dropping dimes to the ref.
I was like,
heck of a pass.
I think they guys play quarterback and wide receiver together. Has some chemistry there. So we're still at the 26.
Eric Lundberg, former college player for University of Minnesota Duluth, back in the late 90s.
Yeah. Very athletic guy there. We'll see what we got. We got the sideline angle here. I like it. Herrick under center. Snap. It's going to be where's that ball? There it is. Fake handoff to Schaefer, looks like.
We'll run up to Kozel, pick up about 2 or 3.
3,
yeah. Going to bring up about 3rd and 8 here.
Yeah, we're gonna need more than that. It's kind of
easy to question the play calls, but you need chunks of yardage and.
Well, honestly, I think in that instance they're probably thinking maybe they're expecting pass.
Set something up. Maybe you catch them sleeping, and once in a while you got to take that chance.
Yeah, we do have the running backs that can break it. Schaefer in motion.
Well, jet sweep to Schaefer.
Got up, and unfortunately he's still on his feet, but then got dragged down by about 4
They
or
wrapped
5.
him up, and Dawson-Boyd's been doing a great job of gang tackling as the game has continued to wear on, and looks going to be like a loss of 1 on the play to bring up 4th and 9 in a punting situation.
Yeah, it's not not the drive the Lakers wanted, but it is what it is. You can't go for it here this far back because you're just going to give them. I mean, they've had some short fields tonight, but this would be a little bit too short.
Yeah, you can't give them a 28-yard field.
Do they, or do you dare fake it here? We did it once, didn't work. But,
big, lot of yards here. You're taking a big chance if you do.
Yeah.
Brandon, give him a chance to punt him away. Nice spiral.
Very nice.
Taking about the 38-yard line.
Yeah, and that's going to be Nathan
He's
Hansen
going to go back when you got to get outside.
Mr. Nathan Hansen loves to go outside.
Didn't keep him on the outside.
He's going to. Garrett finally tackles him down there at our 30-yard line.
Once again, there's that short field.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, unfortunately.
Yeah.
If you would have went for it on 4th down, it probably wouldn't have been the same thing. But you don't know that. It was a heck of a punt.
He was thinking feast or famine, though. As he got to the outside, he actually ran backwards a little bit.
Yeah.
Saying, if I'm going to get to that sideline, and they did, and they got the wall, he got outside the edge, and once he got to the sideline, it was a lot of real estate. A lot of green ahead of him.
Right. Yeah, just went all the way outside, and good hustle there by Garrett. He was saved a touchdown there. I think there wasn't very many other Lakers behind him, so had to get it at the Lakeview 31-yard line. Liebel's going to be, I believe that's Liebel. Yep, under center.
Yeah, Liebel under center here. Offset eye, and we're going to
another
run it at
run.
you.
There's the run up the gut. That not very effective. Just 3 or 4 yards on that play. We've had a
Jackson Staub looks like he gets tangled up and falls down,
Yeah.
and hey, they help each other up there.
you go.
You know, everybody's out there abusing their bodies, so you got to show some respect to each other out there. Nobody's
It's a tough game. But a 2nd and 8 here for the Blackjacks. I would assume there's probably going to be more rushing than passing here by them. And they've been
right now is just take the time off the clock, keep the clock running, and
they're not in a hurry.
nope. And they're going to use literally every second of that play clock. They're going to here on out. They'll probably be sitting under center and waiting for the referee to start counting.
If I'm Lakeview defense and I'm expecting a run, and I'm going to play it that way. See if we can get some tackle for loss, get the ball back in our hand. I mean, it's again time is nice cut move there by yeah, that is 2 excellent cut moves there by Cameron Sather, number 22 for the Blackjacks. That's going to be good for another score for them. You kind of see it in Lakeview defense. You kind of see there's
on their heels and not breaking down to make tackles. And
I mean, it was a good run too. Nothing away from Cameron Sather. That was an excellent run by him. But it's this is not the goal line stand defense that Lakeview was in the first quarter. It's tough. You look at scoreboards 41-8. What are you playing for here? You gotta take pride in it. You gotta try to do the best you can.
Barring a big turnaround, looks like I think we'll be looking at probably the 3 seed.
I think so. Yes.
And
where does that set us? Yeah.
We'll get to host. We'll host a first round game. It looks like, and that will be announced probably end of next week. After hopefully we got to finish the job. We got to go to McRae. We got to get that win first. Don't get ahead of ourselves. Got to get that one, and hopefully we can get that win, get it one more home game. But that'll be announced. Be paying attention to the Lakeview social media on Twitter, X, and Facebook. I'm sure they'll announce it at the Lakeview page, and hopefully, there's a good chance that we'll be going to Dawson-Boyd and a little rematch. So, hopefully we'll take what we've learned, maybe clean some things up, and be a little more disciplined. And
I still call it Twitter. I
know. I think a lot of people do.
But anyways, this game, you look at the scoreboard, 42-8. I mean, going into this game, I thought and I still do think that the athleticism and the skills between both these two teams, it should be much more close than it is.
Really has. It really should. And unfortunately, that's kind of been our. They're just squibbing it.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, that's kind of been our. It's really happened a lot to us this year. You look at the teams that are been the tougher ones, the Minneotas,
right?
The RTR.
RTR was odd.
Yeah, I mean, they just came out. We played right with them, except for the second quarter, and it was self-inflicted mistakes. And we've had some self-inflicted mistakes. Missed tackles, some untimely penalties, some broken coverages.
Yeah,
it's just.
Well, you look at the 2 picks. That obviously, I think they scored on one of them for sure.
Was a pick six. One of them set up another score.
A touchdown there. So I mean, that's 2 scores right there. So if you eliminate those, that helps. And then obviously just jiving on offense. We've moved the ball. We can move the ball. I know Herrick under center. He's running for his life, looking downfield, hops it up for Braylon. Almost a great catch there. Rolled all the way to the bench. Hopefully he's all right. That looks.
Braylon, was he stuck under the bench?
I think he might have been stuck.
Took a little long, so I was like,
I don't think
he hurt down there and just couldn't get. He was underneath it.
The camera didn't pick it up, but Braylon literally rolled. I think his shoulder pad was stuck on the bench. So almost a great catch there. But anyways, if we do end up facing Dawson-Boyd again, I expect it to be a closer game than this. It's tough. You can the whole first quarter was just a nothing to nothing. We can play with them. It just didn't go our way, and things didn't work out for us a multitudes of times. And credit the Blackjacks; they've played a great game themselves. Braylon in motion, quick handoff there. Looks like Chance Kozel going to get the ball rumbling, but he will not rumble far. He
maybe shut down. No gain on the play. Bring up 3rd and 10.
Yeah, you don't like to. So the momentum, unfortunately.
Yeah, we couldn't sustain the momentum at the end of the second quarter going into halftime. We had a nice drive going, and we just couldn't convert it. And it's amazing how that game flips. We put it in the end zone, and all of a sudden that's 21-14 or 21-16 if we get to 2.
Yeah.
And it's a different ball game, and you could just see like the air just went out of our sails, and we had no response, and A lot of frustration on the Lakeview side right now.
For sure. And I mean, it needs to be studied because it looks like a different team when we're moving the ball. We're just getting to our blocks. We're cutting, great runs and passes. Logan's going to roll out to his right, looking downfield. He needs 10 yards.
Almost brought it in there. And Braylon had it just at the last second, was knocked away by Carson Stratmone on the defensive end. Knocked it away. Very athletic defensive back there, a junior.
Brings up 4th and 10. And that's
punting
gonna be
situation.
A punt for us, yeah. It's tough, but I almost had it. Like it just those types of plays, that near catch there, you could go back to the tape and see 7, 8, 9 other plays like that. It just didn't go our way. It's just so close. And there's been some penalties that maybe shouldn't have happened and stuff like that. But I really do think that this should be a closer game than it's going to look on paper.
Yeah, definitely. A little end over end, taking it to the 39.
No, he got out of there somehow. It's across the 50, maybe to the 45. Lakers, I'm not sure where he actually got pushed out at, but
up to the 45 of the Lakeview Lakers, and here we go with 7:20 left. Dawson-Boyd taking over.
Yeah, at this point for the Lakers, it's just what can you learn, what can you take to the next week to make yourself a better football player, better teammate, and everything. So, did not go their way. There's not enough time left to overcome this deficit. So, but it's still, like I said, I'm kind of hounding on it. But basically, it really, to me, I would not be surprised at all. Like that 20-8 game or 21-8 game like that, with a couple other things, or maybe even a couple more scores by Lakeview because we've had drive. Here's a run up the gut, and no gain on the play. And you think that early fumble of by Dawson. So I mean that it does go both ways too. But you can speculate all over the place. But I really do think that if and when we do play Dawson again, that we best be ready because they're a good football team.
Yeah, you can't continue to make self-inflicted mistakes in these big games. And unfortunately, Minneota RTR Dawson-Boyd, that has been the case.
Yeah, we start really good and we play. That's gonna be a loss of.
And that's a good job. I mean, that's staying outside, disciplining, stringing it out to the side, and letting the chase come down and making the tackle for a while. So great discipline by our cornerback like Braylon Breifogel out there.
Well, let's get the ball back here. I think they'll probably, if we stop them here, don't get much for yards. I think they'll punt it away at this point.
We haven't been able to score on them in a while, so I would think that they're going to pin it deep unless they can get to a 4th and short, and then why not keep the ball?
Yeah, it's going to be a pass. Real quick out to the right. Schaefer got to contain in there. There you go. That's what we need.
Good hit by Logan Herrick coming in there. Yep. New quarterback into the game. That's number 14, Caden Brent.
We'll see. Well, we won't
see.
Looks
like Dawson-Boyd are going to clear the bench here a little bit and give some young guys an opportunity to play a little bit.
And that's expected. I would get the young guys some real action, prime time stuff here. But
4th and 11 here. I don't know if we're going to see a punt here. I don't know. We're not seeing a lot of.
I didn't think of that. I guess if we're going to put the young guns.
I don't think we've seen a punt by Dawson today.
I don't think so either. No, I don't think so.
I
suppose you put
maybe no. It looks like they're going to go for it.
Wow.
Maybe giving their young guys a chance just to play a little bit and execute in a varsity setting.
Right. I didn't think about that when I was saying they'd punted, but you might. Whoa! High snap. Going to be a keeper there by number 14 there and
off tackle. Nice run there.
Yeah.
But it's going to fall short, and Lakeview's going to take over at their own 39-yard line.
Let's see if we can get a couple scores. Put together a good drive, build chemistry on. That you'll use in later weeks and stuff, or try things that Hey,
official timeout for an injured player.
Oh,
injured player over there, or we can't.
We will check in on the injured player, but first we'll hear a couple words from our sponsors, and we'll be right back with you.
Farmers typically only get one chance to plant their crop that they rely on for the year. At DJ's Planter Sales and Service LLC, we provide agricultural technologies and a top-notch service-first mentality. creating a more efficient and effective pass across the field. DJ's Planner Sales and Service is located 2 miles east of Cottonwood. Call Dale at 507-829-1220 or email us at djsplannersales@gmail.com.
Great intro music, but looks like Jackson Hartke was the injured player, and he did get up on his own strength and is going to walk off the field. Jared said he's been battling a knee injury there, so maybe just some aggravation there in that.
Yep, he had a knee injury last spring and recovered very quickly from it and got the full clearance, so good to see him up walking under his own power.
Yeah, knee injuries are tough.
They're always.
You do it once and it kind of hyperextends something. It's never quite the same. You never trust it as much. So hopefully he feels good and keep playing football here. So, but looks like Herrick's under center. He's gonna be tossing deep ball for Braylon. Oh,
and
Braylon
just can't bring it down. Bring it in.
God, he feels bad about that one. But it's a tough catch for sure. But I know he would have loved to have that one. Yeah, I don't know. It was a good ball.
Yeah, it was a good ball. Just, sometimes, Logan put it where he's got to, so.
I like to see that, though. I mean, that's what I feel like we should be seeing at this, I don't know, sooner. But some deep throws, give your guy a shot. Give your guy a shot to make a great play on that. A long reception. Because at this point, you're looking for chunk plays. You're looking for stuff to see how it works in real game time scenario. And, we got Herrick under center here. He's going to fake it. Or no, Colson's got it. There you go.
Down.
Keep rumbling, buddy.
And
there
more.
You go. Good run there by Chance.
Good run by Chance Kozel there. Looks like the Dawson-Boys got their young guys in the lineup right now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's 4:50 left here in the fourth quarter. It's if the Lakers can score here, whatever you gotta, like I said, try things that you might not otherwise try. Oh, bumbled snap there by Herrick. He's gonna look down, roll out. He's got pressure behind him, but he's running away, looking across his body.
Get rid of it.
Oh, he threw across the butt.
Right there to Breifogel.
It worked.
Caught.
Dangerous.
For a very short gain.
Yeah. You never really always get a little nervous. You throw across your body for whatever reason. You just might not get enough on the throw.
Exactly. Yeah.
Brett Favre, all the other stuff. 2009 NFC Championship. Ugh, terrible. And Adrian Peterson. I haven't forgiven you yet, but Herrick, that's a quick handoff here. Looks like Chance to get the ball again. Oh,
right through it.
Three broken tackles. There you go. Be good for a Laker first down, I believe. Maybe. Maybe not.
Be just short, maybe.
I thought he was a little bit. Well, it's hard to tell.
Very close.
No,
those angles.
Yeah, I know. They're tough to parallax or whatever that's called. I don't know. I just made it up.
Teach PE.
Yeah. I don't know if that's right. Nobody fact checked me either. I don't know what that's called. But anyways, we got third and short here. Let's see what the Lakeview Lakers drop. The waning minutes of the fourth quarter. Let's see what we get here. Looks like Herrick will remain under center. Schaefer in motion, gets the ball.
Little sideline room there.
He goes fast. He stayed in bounds. Fought for a couple extra yards. Yeah, looks nice run there. We're moving the ball, but Dawson's young guys are out there trying to,
getting some varsity experience
action,
out there.
Yeah. 15-yard line. First and 10 here. 3:23 and ticking downward. Shotgun snap. Throws off to his left. Garrett Schaefer with the catch, and he goes down at about the 10-yard line. Gain of 5-ish. 4-5, somewhere around there. We'll be second and 5 here. Can get a first down just by crossing the 5-yard line. And I think we'll see Herrick in the shotgun here for a little while. Throws it off to the right. A
little too far. Just over Braylon's head.
Kind of came out funny. I don't know. But there's nobody back there, so I'm not sure on that one. But
So 3rd and 5 from our own 10-yard line, roughly right around there. And Trying to sneak in one more score.
All right, let's punch it in here. Let's get a touchdown and, see what we can do. Open up the playbook. Under center. Fake handoff.
Coles, he's going to bounce it.
Gotta go.
Inside the 5, first down.
Good for a first down. What, the 2-yard line maybe? Yeah, we'll see what Lakeview draws up here. So I mean, yeah, looking back on it, not the way Lakeview wanted to come out here tonight and play, but it just it does need to be addressed with Lakeview Lakers. They know what they play the game, but that first quarter, it's odd. It's odd that we can't sustain that momentum, that goal line stand, the drives we were doing. It just kind of alternated per quarter. Really, we had a good first quarter, great first quarter, not so great second quarter. Third quarter was awesome.
Yep.
And
your turn for the touchdown T-shirt toss.
Here we go.
While we're waiting on that, Olsons have been picking pumpkins and are open. Many sizes of pumpkins, lots of squash, strawberries, corn stalks for sale. Come on out and get your fall decorations bought 2 miles south of Cottonwood on County Road 9.
How does this work?
Yeah, we're just going to slide this open. Tyler's got a T-shirt.
Yep.
We're going to get ready to toss it here.
Oh, let's see here. Let me stand back here. See how the arm is. All right, small child looking at me.
He's ready.
He's ready.
Right in front.
Ready for this? Ready for this? Oh, you were looking. Oh, you almost grabbed it. Well, I'll have to fight for it now.
Did you wait for the announcement from Wallem?
Oh. Oh, no, I didn't.
Now he's going to get the announcement.
Hold on here. Okay. Double T-shirt time? Oh, man.
If they announce it, we might have to, unless you get his attention or not.
Well, I don't know. How many T-shirts?
You're so excited to throw one out.
I know. He was. He kind of looked at me, so he acknowledged that I was.
So hopefully he has. We'll wait for the official announcement to see if we.
If he does another one, I have to throw another one. I guess. I got to give the people what they want.
There you go. You're a man of the people.
I just jumped the gun a little bit.
He's a man of the people, but I don't know if we're gonna throw it out. That's pressing our luck.
Oh God! There it is. There it is. Honestly, 2 minutes and 15 seconds left in the fourth, and that's only the second reference. Press your luck. That's not so bad. I think
Gage Dimmick is gonna do the kicking here.
There you go.
He'll get a little experience. We're gonna be needing a new kicker next year, so.
Ooh.
Good tackle there, holding them inside the 30-yard line. So
I think I'm absolved of the second T-shirt toss there. I thought he looked at me, but you're right. I don't think he said anything. Yeah. Oh well, well, iron that out.
That's all right.
Well, we're gonna.
The T-shirt got out. So for the first one, we were way late.
Yeah.
This one we were way early.
We gotta just
average
those out.
We get a pick six here, and we'll be right in the middle.
Exactly. There you go.
One. So we'll see.
We'll be perfect.
Or we're probably gonna have to be a fumble, a scoop and score.
Something going on here. Let's see what we got. I wish I was kind of looking at Wallem. I didn't see Gage do that kick there, but see how
some young guys getting some reps now on the field. Good to see our young guys get there and get a few plays on the defensive end.
Yeah,
we'll try to get you some numbers and names as we can.
Ashton Heidelberg, 9th grader out there. Number 5, Tegan Newman, 10th grader.
Wrapped up in the backfield. We got number 7 there. That's Tucker Anderson. Number 51 making a play. That's Asen Isaacs, an 8th grader.
There you go. Taden Smith out there, number 58. And
on the far side, we got 55, Brian Seago getting there.
Yeah.
Getting there, number 68 running on the field. That's Chase Bryant.
Yeah.
Another strong freshman coming up.
Yeah. Minute 38 ticking. We'll see what the young guys can do here. See some defensive highlights here by the young guys. They're hungry. They want their chance. They want their turn.
A chance to make some tackles. Get on the stat sheets.
Look at that. There you go. 20. Hey, Tucker Anderson. There, that boy. 1:15, 3rd and 11.
They're going to let it run down. And
yep.
They'll probably run another play here. And,
right.
That should take it inside of 40 seconds for the play clock, or 25, I'm sorry.
Yeah. For the Lakers, though, I think this game film is going to be dissected a lot, because like you said, there's a, above average chance we see these guys again. And this game could have been so different. And I
would
sad
agree
I
with
didn't see
you.
it. But, but it is the way it is. 42-15 is likely how this one's going to close out. Kind of a
little bobbled snap there and a toss to the outside. Chase down. Brian Siegel almost brings him down. Eventually just momentum brings it down.
Yeah.
And I think that's going to run it down here. They're going to take their sweet time spotting it to get the play clock going, and they're going to come off there. And Lakeview's Dawson-Boyd's not going to take another snap there.
Yeah.
So final score is going to the seconds are going to tick off. Final score, Dawson-Boyd Blackjacks 42, Lakeview Lakers 15. That's going to probably lock up the 2 seed for Dawson-Boyd with a win next week, and hopefully we get a win next week and get that 3 seed, get a home game for the playoffs. So hopefully we'll get back here on the Laker Athletic Complex. Tyler, you got any closing thoughts here for tonight's game?
Well, for the Lakers, it just didn't go the way they wanted it to go, but, it's on to the neck. It's on to McRae now. We still got stuff to play for. We still have football to play, seeding to fight for, and, you got to come back ready to fight these guys or whomever's on the schedule. So it just didn't go the way it could have been. An entirely different game with, a couple different things, but it's not the way it worked, so that's the way she goes tonight.
That's the thing to remember. The season's not over no matter what it is. Tough loss tonight. We did not play our best game. Hopefully we can learn from this, finally kind of eliminate those mistakes we've had in big games this year, and maybe get on a little bit of a run here going into the playoffs. But we're going to bring the song. You're going to have the kids coming up here singing the school song, a tradition Coach Hansen has started here in 2019. So for myself, Jarrett Gaveney and Tyler Thompson, good night and good sporting.
feel like chills on crushed glass. Back in my helmet, cleats and shoulder pads. Standing in the hood, listening to the crowd. Fans going crazy for the boys are falling. I didn't like just anybody in that club. Took every ounce of heart and sweat and blood. Get the way those gang day jerseys down the hall. Kings of the school, where the boys are falling. Let's turn and face the stars and stripes. It's unmake them butterflies. It's calling in the air, alright. Yes, sir, we want the ball. And it's knocking heads and talking trash. It's slinging mud and burning grass. It's I got your number, I got your back. When your back's against the wall, you mess with one man, you got a song. The boys are falling. In little towns like mine, that's all they got. Newspaper clippings fill the coffee shops. The old men will always absence, fighting back the weapons, calling in the air already. Yes, sir, we want the ball. Knocking heads and talking trash, slinging mud and dirt and grass. That's I got your number, I got your back. When your back's against the wall, you mess with one man, you got a soul. The boys we're the boys. We're the boys.